Number 3, Zach Farmer. 66, Sean Kemp. Number 6, Wyatt Baker. And number 65, Zach.
And there's the toss. Hugo will get the call since they're the visiting team tonight. Both teams switch around here. We've got the Miners in the north end zone. And they have deferred to the second half. They're going to kick. Hugo's decided to take the ball in the south end zone, and we're ready to play football.
I'll tell you what, just from looking at the officials out there, it looked like we got the crew tonight.
Coach, I'm telling you, thunder, lightning. You got a little tornado action out there. I mean, you got all the weather department covered tonight. There's quite a array of young men that have decided to come out here and keep this contest fair.
Yeah, that's Frankie McClendon and Mark Harper, Terry Green. I mean, it's a who's who of Oklahoma high school officials, folks. I mean, I'll tell you that right now. I tell you what, all the rest of the officials must have been busy.
Well, we have the Hartshorne Miners coming onto the field.
After the performance,
flags are flying.
They put a good performance last week. Looked like the team that wanted it the most in that sloppy conditions down there at Wilkes, and the Miners didn't bother a bit. They liked it.
Coach, it was definitely a game to just kind of blend in. But when you get those conditions where you're sloppy and cold and wet, you seem to remember those kind of games.
Right. And the boys just came out and they looked like they wanted the most and fought the hardest. And even though we got a penalty or two along the way because of it, we ended up being victorious.
Well, it's a big night here in Hartshorne. You got head coach Jeff Bear turning 36 today.
Happy birthday, Jeff Bear.
Here he made his Hartshorne Butler Jennings Field debut 35 years and 51 weeks ago. His first Hartshorne football game, so I don't guess he really hadn't traveled too far from home.
No, he hasn't.
So we'll
outside when he went to college.
Yeah, we'll tell off.
Oh, like I said, the Miners can't get down because I know Hugo is going to score, but we cannot get down and let that affect us. Move on to the next play and just put points back.
Well, both teams are out on the field.
We hope they don't score, but chances are.
Where you're going to have
nobody tell them to 0 points.
Going to kick it off here. You've got number 21, Van Cook, is back for Hugo. And it looks like number 10, William King III, are your two deep backs. And Javen approaches the ball and puts it in play. Comes down around the 20.
12, man.
It was 12.
Tackle.
Looky there. Freshman. Nice play right off the bat. I don't have a 12, Coach.
No, it wasn't a freshman. It was 20, Keegan Barnhill.
Keegan Barnhill on the stop for Hartshorne.
Yeah, on Hugo's, we don't have a 12 on the roster.
I hate to not be able to give that young man credit, but he is.
Yeah, he looks like it looks like his name could be called a lot today, but we don't have a name for number 12.
Well, the Buffaloes take over first down and 10 from their own 26-yard line. There's a snap. Quarterback makes a handoff to nobody. I think somebody missed a signal. The athletic ability of getting outside.
Number got a flag on the play.
William King on the carry. We have our first flag of the night. It's in the air in the books for Hugo. See if the Miners can take advantage of that and force a punt here.
The Miners was there for the stop. He just put a move on.
That'll move the ball back inside the 20. We'll call it the 19-yard line. First down, we're going to replay first. Be the running back. That's Cameron Cook.
He's got it.
Pitched out to the left side. He's around the end. And that speed is going to be tough to contain, Coach. We're going to have to set an edge.
Yep, he got a first down.
We have another flag over there. Flag. Let's see what the indication is here.
Maybe another block in the back.
We're talking it over. Referee tonight, Mark Harper over there getting the call from the official who threw the flag. And it looks like a hold this time. So the Buffaloes have shot themselves in the foot a couple of times here, but if we don't set that edge, we're going to have a long night because they have gotten outside of the spot.
Everybody knows that that's what they're going to go with it, and they're still getting out there anyway.
It moves the ball back. Looks like it's going to be around the 21-yard line. We're going to replay first down again. Miners show blitz here. And we have another flag. And it looks like we're going to give them 5 of it back on the offsides call. I think Micah Baker got a little excited there.
He was coming on a corner blitz there off the left end.
That'll move the ball back up near the original line of scrimmage. We'll call it first down and 10. So 3 flags, and we're right back where we started. Buffaloes look to the sideline, get the call from the coach. Miners are set. Quarterback awaits the snap. Handoff inside this time.
Inside, and he goes.
And Miners do a good job of covering that up. Nice job of team tackling there, Coach. You're 2 or 3 bodies around the football.
Yep, and picked up about 3 yards on the carry.
2nd and 7.
That's better than 23.
And both teams are back at the line of scrimmage. William King is your quarterback for Hugo. There's the snap. He goes left. Miners set an edge that time.
Closing.
Nice job by the Miners.
Nice play by Baker coming off the edge. He got away. He was running away from him. Baker comes off the edge on the opposite side and runs him down in the backfield for about a 5-yard loss. So bring up 3rd down.
I think it was a nice play by Micah to stay hooked up there because he was having to trail that the quarterback there.
And the defense on the other end kept him strung out where he wasn't cutting up field. We gave Micah time to get there.
3rd down and 12 coming up.
Big play right here for the Miners.
Be a good way to start the ball.
They can get off the field.
Buffaloes are at the line of scrimmage. And now I think there's some confusion.
I think that was some kind of trick play they was trying to do.
They have a timeout.
So that's called timeout.
Hugo takes the timeout with 9 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first quarter. No score from Hartshorne. Coach, we talked about it a little bit there right before kickoff. The Miner offense the last few weeks has kind of put their run game together. They've had quite a bit of success moving the football on the ground. Of course, last week you didn't have much option. But that being the case, that was, I think, what separated us in the Battle of Gowan Mountain.
Absolutely. We ran the ball just a little bit more than Wilburton did, and Wilburton had success at it, but they got away from it. And Wilburton's used to throwing the ball, but it was just too wet last week to be thrown.
Right for us in that situation, but I agree, Coach. All game long, they wanted to go back to the passing game, and it just wasn't there.
Too wet to throw that thing. For it to get wet.
Both teams are back out on the field. Hugo's waiting for the clock to be reset here. The official stands over the football. And it looks like we're about ready for play. 3rd down and 12 coming up for the Buffaloes. Big 3rd down here for the Miners.
Play right here.
Miners show blitz. There's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to let it go, and he's about that yard too long. So the Miners are going to 3rd and 12, and they'll force the punt on the first possession of the ball game. It's a good start for the defense.
Good job for the Miners. Force them to punt. Like Shell, when he left his hand, he wasn't the quarterback. He was just reared back and chunked as far as he could, hoping his receiver would get there. Well, he overshot him about 5 yards.
I think he might have overestimated the speed there.
Something, but he was open.
And number 2's back for the Buffaloes. Caleb Schaefer is your punter. There's the snap. Punts away. Not a bad kick. End over end. And it's going to cross the 40 in minor territory down to the 38-yard line. Over first down and 10.
It's awful close to pouncing and hitting the minor, but they got out of the way.
Coach, at the high school level, you don't know every time there's a punt if you're going to get consistent yardage on the carry. So these guys, they get down the field, and the next thing you know, ball's 10 yards shorter than where the receiver is, and you get hit with a cheap one. But Hartshorne got out of the way that time. That was a nice job by the two defenders. And the Miners are set up first down and 10. Bryson Cervantes is your quarterback. There's your snap. Handoff goes to Xavier Frazier. And we have a flag on the far side of the field. No gain on the play. See what the indication is. Coach, it's been a little bit of a sloppy start here. Conditions are pretty good, but the play right now is a little sloppy. The procedure is the indication, and it's going to be declined, so we're going to have second down and 10. No gain on the play. Xavier didn't come in motion before the snap. It just looked like a straight sweep there, and the Buffaloes did a good job of stringing him out long enough for help to arrive. Cervantes waits on the snap. Micah Baker to his right. Here's the motion before the snap. Handoff goes to Baker.
Hit immediately.
The line's going to have to adjust to this speed, Coach. There's some athleticism, and again, we say it every week. These guys are outsized, but now you're going to throw the athleticism factor into it with Hugo.
Right. They got to the quarterback just about, or to the back just about as fast as they handed it off there.
And the Miners are set up third down and 10. Cervantes takes the snap, and he drops back, passes away, caught, complete. I think he's going to be a little bit short, but it's a nice pitch and catch. Keegan Barnhill on the reception. He's going to be out near the 47 and a half.
Spot there. They spotted him back.
He needed to get to the 48. I think he's going to end up being about a yard short.
Yeah, he's short, but they spotted him about half a yard short from the spot, I thought. But it doesn't matter. He was going to be short, but let's see what they're going to do here.
Well, if you're Hartshorne here, you're on your side of the 50. It's early in the ball game, but you know you're going to have to play a little. You're going to have to do some things tonight to give yourself an opportunity. So, being near midfield, this may be a good time to go for one. But we're going to measure right now.
Coach Bear has talked them into measuring it, and it's obviously short, but he's talked them into measuring it just so he can get a little bit more time to see what he wants to do.
Well, he's probably going to try to decide here if it's something that you can manage on fourth down, or if it's better just to punt this thing away. But it'll give them a better idea if they bring the sticks out. It's going to be a full 2 yards.
Yeah, he's way short.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they.
I think it was more or less to see if it was worth going for here.
But I'm telling you, the spot, it really wasn't very good. I know they spotted that thing at least a yard short from where I saw him go out, and I'm standing right in line with it near the.
Where he caught it, he was coming back towards the line of scrimmage a little bit. I don't think they gave him a score.
No, they didn't give him a score. He turned it upfield and ran with it. Miners showing they're going to go for it. Let's see.
Miners are at least going to line up for it here. There's your motion across the formation. Handoff goes to number 7, Micah Baker, and I think he's going to be short.
Don't think he got it.
I think he's going to end up being about a half yard short. There's his spot. I think that's a pretty good spot this time, but I think it's about a half yard short.
Had they spotted it correctly the down before, he would have got it this time.
I don't think they're measured. I think.
I don't see why they wouldn't measure. They measured the last one. That was a good 2 yards short.
Yeah, we're going to bring them out. Coach, that's
I'm right.
I'm calculated risk that you're going to take in a game like this, where you know you've got to have a couple things go your way. But that being said, the Buffaloes did a good job.
Yeah, they did a good job.
And we're about a half yard short.
Half a yard short.
So Hugo's going to take over first down and 10. Ball's going to be spotted at the Hartshorne 47-yard line. 7 minutes, 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the two teams are switching out here, offense to defense. Miners need to make a good defensive stand here, for nothing else, just to keep the Buffaloes in a field position game.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a good job here. Little momentum shift going Hugo's way.
And both teams are at the line of scrimmage. There's the snap, fakes the handoff. Quarterback keeps it around the left side. And it looks like he's going to have about a half yard. Good job by the defense. Coach, that's what you're going to have. You have to have some team tackling.
Bryson Cervantes on the tackle. And he's coming from the opposite safety position to make that stop.
Yeah, I think he read quarterback keeper there pretty quick. Wasn't a real good mesh. Quarterback didn't make it all the way into the running back's stomach with the fake, but handoff goes number 25, Bubba Benson, and he's going to take it in for the score. Coach, they got us outnumbered on the edge there, and it ended up being one-on-one, and that's not going to be good for us tonight.
No, every play has been outside, except for one. So we'll have to do a better job.
I think your interior linemen, if they could get a little bit of a push there, you could disrupt some of that. But that time it was clean. The Buffaloes had a good handoff, had good blocking up front, and got outside.
Had one shot. They're going to go for two here.
2-point conversion attempt. Quarterback catches it. He's going to throw into the end zone for the score.
Wide open.
So with 6 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first quarter, Hugo strikes first. It's going to be Buffaloes 8, Miners 0. And we'll take a 30-second timeout here. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Dozers, backhoes, trackhoes, dump trucks. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service has them all. Whether you need dirt work, driveways, roads, demolition work, ponds, house pads, timber removal, gravel hauling, septic, Justin Nimrod Dozer Service is the one call to get it done. 918-465-7284. Servicing Wilburton, McAllister, Eufaula, and all the surrounding areas. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service. 918-465-7284. That's 465-7284.
Miner Nation, you're back in Hartshorne on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. This is Miner football live from Butler Jennings Stadium. And Hugo Buffaloes have taken the lead here. 6 minutes, 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter, and Hugo leads at 8-0. Coach, that last play was pretty indicative, I think, of what Hugo's going to want to try to do tonight. They're going to try to get outside of us.
We're going to have to do a better job of stretching him out, making him run sideline to sideline. Once he turns that corner, it's going to be hard to stop.
And there's the kick. It's going to come down. No, I don't think he meant to do that. Number 19, Brett Gossett on the reception there, but he had to go down and take a knee to catch it. So no return. Ball's going to be spotted at the Miner 28-yard line. First down and 10, Hartshorne. Coach, it's about time to dial up the old Nimrod Dozer Service. What do you think?
Yeah, we're going to have to at least get a few first downs and keep their offense off the field.
Miners are at the line. Cervantes awaits the snap. Frazier in motion.
They fumbled it.
Handoff goes to number 7, Micah Baker. He's going to be up to the 30. Gain of 2 on the play. Second down and 8.
Number 65, Keith Tiller's coming up. He's had problems with his shoulder. I think he's got a torn rotator cuff. He's trying to play through it. And that, whatever he did that time, might have stretched it out so much he couldn't endure the pain.
Yeah, he's holding that right arm, Coach. He's we got him back a couple of weeks ago, and like I said, it's been nice having some of these guys get healthy here for the home stretch. But hope he can shake that one off.
He's had a tough go with injuries.
Miners are back at the line. Cervantes is waiting on the snap. Micah Baker to his right. Double tight end set. Fakes the handoff. Cervantes keeps it. He's going to be just short of the 35. We'll call it the 34. And we're going to have third down and about 4.
That's a pretty nice play there. I mean, that's what we got to have. Games like that, but we got to have it on first down also.
Coach, we want to thank our sponsors again this week: Hartshorne Feed and Seed, Santa Fe Agency, You Follow Forward, and Nimrod Dozer Service. They're the folks that keep the lights on around here. We sure appreciate it. Pass is away. It's intended for number 3, Zach Farmer, but it's going to fall incomplete. I don't know if it got hit at the line or if the receiver ran the wrong route, but that ball was not anywhere close to number 3. And that stops the clock and forces a punt for Hartshorne here. Javen Shaw's back into punt formation. Back to receive for Hugo is the quarterback, number 10, William King. And there's the snap. Shaw gets it away, but I think it's hit. Got the benefit of a roll there, and it looks like it's going to go out of bounds around the 42-yard line of Hugo. So the Buffaloes will take over first down and 10 at their 42-yard line.
It looked like Buffalo got a hand on that. They kicked it.
It come out of there a little odd. It looked like
he was trying to keep it away from number 10, which would be smart. Get over as far as he can and make it go out of bounds, but they got a hand on it, looked like, and it didn't travel as far as we'd like.
Well, the Buffaloes have first down and 10 from their own 42 here.
They still got about 30 yards out of it.
Miners show blitz. Looks like they're going to run a little bit of a reverse here.
Going nowhere.
But the Miners do a really good job of covering that up.
First man there, my man.
That'd have to be number 66, Sean Camp. Coach, he is
Sean.
He's going to need to play big tonight, but right there they did a good job of not putting themselves in a situation to have to chase him down. They got to him before he could get the head of steam going. So loss of 4 on the play, second down and 14 coming up for the Buffaloes. Signals in. Coach, they got backs everywhere in that back row. Who's going to get it?
Outside. Here he comes with it.
And the quarterback's going to keep it. Does a good job. He cut it inside that cornerback there. Was getting blocked by the receiver, and he's back across the 45 near the 47. And that'll bring up third down and about 5.
Right, Cervantes on the stop.
And it looks like they're going to go with a hard count on us. Miners do a good job of holding their water there. Now they bring one of the receivers in. Slot receiver comes in as a tight end. Quarterback takes a snap, rolls to his left. He's going to cut it inside. Nice job much there. Nice job by Micah Baker, Coach. He stayed at home and
Landon Smith.
It's going to be fourth down and 5.
Fourth down, let's see. Looks like they're going to stay with it. Right.
Landon and Micah ended up kind of on an island there, and if they don't make that play, there's going to be a big game there. So they did a good job of squeezing it down. Looks like Caleb Schaefer is back for the Buffaloes. Back deep for Hartshorne, number 1, Timothy Noriega. And the Buffaloes call their second timeout of the first half. 3 minutes, 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. We've got fourth down and 5 coming up for the Buffaloes, and they lead it 8-0 over the Miners.
That's strange right there. They had lined up for a punt. They were ready to go, and there was still 7 seconds on the play clock. They chose to take a timeout.
They don't really talk it over very long. They go towards the sideline. They're already back on the field. Hartshorne huddled up with their coaches.
Maybe
now the Miners
are
break
off sides or something like that, get a little closer so they can go for it.
And here we go. We've got the official standing over the football. And now he takes his position behind the defense. We are ready to play again. There's the snap. He does punt it, kicks away. And looks like it's going to roll out of bounds about the 19-yard line. So Hartshorne will take over first down and 10 from their own 19. Don't want to make any mistakes on this end of the field, Coach, but it goes without saying here. We need to put together a drive.
Yep. Their drive, run some time off the clock, keep their offense off the field, and try to tie this thing back up. I mean, we've done a pretty good job. 2 drives of theirs, but the one we let them get away. But,
Coach, you had the old muzzle burner out yet?
I've had it out a little bit and saw a lot of bugs. Most of them eating old Benny's rice bran that gets down there. That's a Hartshorne feed and feed.
Coach, from what I've heard, is that's about the only rice bran they'll eat when they're in the rut. So
yeah, they won't eat regular.
You got to have the good stuff. Ball comes loose, and that is not what we need.
What we want.
Ball comes loose, and Hugo's going to fall on it. Number 25, Bubba Benson, comes up with the fumble. And now the Miner defense is up against it.
Yeah, they're going to have to defend for 4 downs because they're not going to punt it for sure now.
Now the Buffalo offense comes back on the field. And now they've only got to go about 16 yards for the score. See if the Miner defense can bow up here. Buffaloes are getting their formation right. Quarterback number 10, William King, waits on the snap. And there it is. He fakes the pass to the right, keeps it back to the left. And the Miners stay at home, but he's going to have about a 4-yard gain, Coach.
I tell you, Landon Sametsky had a shot at him, but I didn't think that he realized he had the ball until he was almost already by him.
Yeah, gain of 4 on the play brings up 2nd down and 6. And King is back behind center. He's got number 22, Cameron Cook, with him. Cook moves to the quarterback's left. There's the snap, pass out to the right.
Get on it. Oh, they loaded it.
They called it a forward pass, but they did. It was intended for number 25, Bubba Benson, but it hit him in the shoulder pad, so that helps the Hartshorne Miners. It's going to be 3rd down and 6.
A backwards pass, but from our angle, it's hard to tell. Their angle's good, referee's good. That's old Frankie McClendon right there. He wasn't going to.
Old Lightning.
Yeah, that's
old Lightning. He's got the L on the back of his shirt there, Coach. It's Lightning. 3rd down and 6 coming up. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. And the Miners do a good job of closing it down right there. I don't know that he might have got a yard.
It brings up 4th down.
4th and 5.
They're going to have to defend for 4 downs, like we said. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I didn't see any. I think it says field goal kicker. If they didn't go for the extra point a while ago, they're probably going to go for it here. There's no field goal. 4th down and 5. Hartshorne's defense needs to bow up here one time
here, but also aggressive.
Diamond formation. Quarterback rolls to the right. He's going to let it go, and the Miner defense stiffens there. That's a nice job. Coach Bear pretty happy with the results there. So the Miners hold them on 4th and 5, and they'll take over 1st down and 10. Again, we're deep in our own territory. We can't keep making these mistakes.
Yeah, that was a bad mistake on us, but it was a great job by the defense there, keeping them out of the end zone.
Yeah, they weren't dealt the best hand there, but they made it work. So here we go. Hartshorne 1st down and 10. Ball's going to be spotted at about the 11-yard line. So got a little work to do, but it's better to be on offense here than defense. Exactly. You want to dial something up here. Cervantes back with Micah Baker to his right. There's a snap, fakes a handoff. Cervantes keeps it up the middle. And he's tripped up after about a 3-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Coach, the Miners, that time they got them to follow the sweep, and then Bryson kept it back up the middle. A little misdirection by Hartshorne.
Yeah, we had a little bit of success on that a while ago.
There's a snap. Takes the handoff. Cervantes drops back. Lets it go. Nice catch. Beecham. John Beecham on the reception. Nice play by the Miners. And John Beecham, nice play by him, and run after the catch is going to get him across the 30 near the 33, and that's going to be good for a Hartshorne 1st down and 10. Nice play there.
Nice job by Bryson Cervantes. Good throw and good catch by John Beecham. Good protection by the line.
Going to have to put several of those together, Coach. We talked about it from the outset of this one. We got to play clean. We got to have a few things go our way.
Tight end pass that we've had when you haven't tried it yet.
Handoff goes to number 7, Micah Baker. He runs into his own player, and he's going to get out around the right side.
He's got lots of room.
Cut the back of the field. Nice block by Zach Farmer there. Nice gain by the Hartshorne offense. He's going to be across the 25 down near the 24-yard line of Hugo. Nice run there by Micah Baker.
A really nice run, taking it around the right side. Line got his field, and I thought he was about to be stopped in the backfield, and then he just turned on another speed and took off.
Coach, he ran into his own player, and it actually worked out in our favor because once he bounced off of our guy, the defenders were all inside. He was able to get outside there.
Coach Bears wanted them to reset the play clock, and
thought he was running the Statue of Liberty play or something there. He wanted that play clock reset. Cervantes keeps it around the right side. He's going to have 2 on the carry. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. We got the first 12 minutes in the books. Hartshorne's going to trail it at home at the end of 1. Hugo 8, Hartshorne 0. We're going to take a
knocking on the door, though.
We're going to take a 30-second timeout here. You've been listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
When you have a question or need documentation, do you want to do the groundwork to find the answer or call an 800 number and go through the number prompts yourself? Wouldn't you rather talk to the person that you entrusted with your assets and your livelihood? I'm Joshua Hass with the Santa Fe Agency. Our clients are not just a means to a living for us. We are partners with you. Here at Santa Fe Agents, rate and service is that partnership. Like us on Facebook at Santa Fe Agency, ensuring for reality where customer service makes the difference. Santa Fe Agency.
We're back in Hartshorne Miner Nation. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. This is Hartshorne Miner football live from Butler Jennings Field. And the Hartshorne Miners are driving, trail at 8-0 to the Hugo Buffaloes, but the Miners have a little something cooking, Coach.
Yeah, we've had a really nice run by Micah Baker and a nice throwing catch by Bryson Cervantes to John Beecham, and we got it down inside the 25. Let's see if we can punch this thing in the end zone.
What we need right here is we need a good old dose of the Nimrod Dozer service, Coach. Let's get behind that line and see if we can't push it on in. And I think they're waiting for,
I don't know what they're waiting for.
Waiting for the official to get out of the way. He's out of the way now. Cervantes waits on the snap. Noriega in motion, takes the handoff to him, hands it off inside to Micah Baker. He's across the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down and 4. And he keeps moving it on us there. About 3rd and 4. Again, we're in 4-down territory here.
We got to get just a little bit of it here.
And the Miners go with the hard count. Hugo doesn't budge, so Cervantes looks over to the sideline, gets the play. Play clock under 10. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. Nice play by the defender there, but trips Cervantes up before he can get going. I think we're going to maybe be back to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost about a half yard there.
Yeah, the snap was high and it kind of threw everything off.
Timing was a little off there, but Hartshorne's going to go for it on fourth down. Miners need to get 5.5 yards here. There's a snap. Cervantes drops back, lets it go. Catch is made. Keegan Barnhill
Fighting.
And he works down inside the 10 to the 9. That's going to be good for a Miner first down. Nice job by Keegan, Coach. He went up and caught the ball above his head. That's the way you teach it. Get those hands up and don't let it get into your body.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to do that last year. He has improved tremendously this year. Very proud of that young man.
It's a nice play to keep the drive alive, too. So we're going to have first down and goal here. Ball spotted, we'll call it the 9, but it's part of it sitting on the 10. So Miners have a long way to go to score here, but it is first down. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Micah Baker up the middle, and they trip him up. No gain on the play. Defense did a good job of squeezing the middle there, Coach.
Yeah, we're trying that middle, and we're not getting much there.
Hartshorne looks over to the sideline. Going to get their second down signal from Coach James. And now they huddle up at the 15. Micah Baker sits in behind Bryson Cervantes. Keegan Barnhill split right. Timothy Noriega split left. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff to Baker. Lets it go. And it's going to be incomplete. I think it was intended for number 32, John Beecham. That'll bring up third down.
Last week we had a lot of success from just snapping the ball to the quarterback and running it over one side or the other.
They may have to use that running back as a lead blocker. Cervantes gets his troops to the line.
Just from looking here, it looks like we could have room.
Baker to the right of the quarterback. He drops back, lets it go, passes away, and it's incomplete. Looks like it's knocked down as intended for Keegan Barnhill. It's going to be incomplete in the back corner of the end zone. That's going to bring up fourth down. Again, probably 4-down territory here, Coach. You don't have that consistent kicking game at this level. It's not like you get inside the 20 and it's automatic points. You're going to probably have to try to punch it in here. Fourth and goal from the 10. Baker to the quarterback's right. Twin receivers on both sides. Cervantes drops back. Here's the rush. And he lets it go. It's going to fall well short. And the Miners are going to give it up on down. So Hugo takes over first down and 10 at their own 10-yard line. Field position's in Hartshorne's favor, but you'd sure like to come up with some points there.
Sure needed some points right there.
Coach
Bryce just hasn't had a whole lot of time to sit back there and look, go through progressions and see who's open. He's kind of, this first one ain't open, and he's kind of in trouble.
We talked about the size differential, every week so far, but like I said, the athleticism this time around,
they're bigger, and
you're not going to be able to hold them out of there for a 10 count, so you're going to have to run the quicker pass plays. I think they tried there, but it just wasn't open. Handoff goes, looks like number 25 is the running back, Bubba Benson, on the carry. We have a flag on the play. And false start is the indication against the Buffaloes. We'll take that. Moves ball back to the 5-yard line. First down and 15 now. And Hugo finds themselves in a position where they don't really want to make a mistake here, Coach.
Well, I'm fine as long as they're going towards our goal line.
It always makes you feel good when they're running backwards.
He can run back a little farther if he wants.
Here we go. We're quarterback set, diamond formation. And quarterback's going to keep it around the right side.
Oh, we had a shot at him.
And he gets outside of us. Coach, we had a chance to get him down about the 3 or 4 yard line, and I think when he broke that tackle, it was going to make it hard on us. And sure enough, ball's going to be across the 20 out to about the 22 yard line. That's going to be good for a Hugo first down. Actually, they're going to spot at the 24 where he stepped out of bounds. First down and 10 Buffaloes. 9 minutes, 2 seconds left to play in the first half. Miners trail here. Buffaloes 8, Miners 0. Quarterback waits on the snap. And he's going to roll to his right.
Looking to throw.
He lets it go, and I think it's incomplete. Actually, we'd like for him to cop that
because he's been the 2 yard loss.
Yeah, pass is intended for the punter. Maybe he shouldn't be throwing it to the punter. To Caleb Schaefer was the intended receiver, but ball's incomplete. Second down and 10. And the Buffaloes look over to their sideline for their second down play. Coach, I'm a little confused here. Has he got his helmet off?
He's pulled it up. Don't you got to come out and take the helmet off?
He's rebuckling. I don't know if he had it off or. And looks like we have a timeout. Hugo's burned their last timeout of the first half with 8 minutes, 57 seconds left to play. Not sure what happened there. Don't know if his visor fogged up and he couldn't see the sideline, but he had his helmet lifted up. I thought maybe he was injured, but Hugo takes a timeout here, and both teams are going to talk it over. Well, Coach, we got this week at home, and then we travel down to Heebner next week to finish up district play, and the Miners need to win at least one of these.
Yeah, we're still in this one. Like I said, we like to have points the last drive, but we're still in this one, and hopefully we can come out and coaches get them fired up. We look like we got a good game plan to how to stop them. We just a couple of times we have been just a little short. Had a guy there and just don't get it done.
Well, after last week's battle of Gowan Mountain, we put ourselves in a position where we had the inside track to a playoff spot. We kind of control our own destiny, but we need to win one of these last two. You'd like to get that off your back tonight and go into next week playing for a little gravy.
Exactly. Here we go. We're about to start.
Quarterback's back behind center. He had his helmet off again. I don't know if he's got a visor that's fogging up or what he has. There's the snap. Handoff goes to the left side. The Miners do a good job.
Excellent job. I'm going to tell you what. Landon's the mid tackle, but he was the guy that sealed him and hit him. Actually, he may have knocked his offensive lineman that was blocking him into the guy.
But you definitely changed his path there. Landon did a good job.
Ran into Landon first and knocked him back in, and then the help was pursuing from the backside and caught him.
Forced him to keep it towards the sideline instead of cutting it back into that gap. Landon did a good job. And the guy that's in front of him probably only outweighs him by about 100 pounds. So there's the snap. Doing a good job. Passes away. Timothy Noriega. Noriega was just about a half a step inside, and that was a half a step too much because the pass is complete into Miner territory. It's going to be across the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. That's going to be good for Hugo first down and 10 in Miner territory. That was a nice pass.
Yeah, it was a nice pass. Maybe he did have a visor on that was fogging up because he put that one on the money.
Hugo gets to the line. They're wanting to go, but they're having to wait on the chains to be set. There's the snap. We have a flag on the play, but there's a loss on the play, too. Micah Baker did a really good job getting there first, and then he had buddies show up later to help him out. So let's see what the flag is.
2 yard loss.
We're talking to Coach Bear, so it looks like it's going to be our option here.
Oh, actually. Well, if he gets the marker down.
And false start was the indication, but I think Hartshorne is actually going to decline this because there's a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, I think it's one of the backs going in motion or going toward the line or something before the snap. That's why they're not blowing it dead. It's not a lineman flinch or anything.
And there's the snap. Quarterback rolls away from pressure to his right, fakes the pass. Miners there.
The Miners are there, and
this will be another loss on the play.
Again. Got another yard loss. Sean Camp running him down.
All right, nice play by the defense there, Coach. That's they wanted to pass it, but the defense forced him outside the pocket before he was ready to go and tracked him down. So we're going to have 3rd down and 14 coming up.
Yeah, we know they're probably going to try that pass again. Let's go. See if Timothy can stay with them this time. Nope, they handed it off around the right side. He's hit immediately, and he's about a 4-yard loss that time.
Nice job by the Miner defense. Coach, they've had guys around the football pretty much all night. It's those couple of plays that got busted on us that you just had one guy there, but
they've had the Miners 3 big plays.
You can tell they've got a game plan here to keep them in front of them. 4th down, but it is 4th down there really.
Let's see if the Miners can back off of them a little bit and just don't let them throw it over their head.
Drops back to pass. He wants to screen.
There's the ball tipped, and that's
not gonna work. Nice job by the defense, Coach. They got the screen set up, but the pass was in the air way too long.
Floated that thing up. He had a lot of pressure coming off the back side of it.
The other side of that was the intended receiver looked like he's playing volleyball and set it to the other receiver.
I think it was a lineman that hit it. There was a flag on him. Oh no, it wasn't a flag.
No,
the guy's.
That's his
fanny pack.
Fanny pack.
Getting ready to go to Six Flags.
Well, he's going to have to tie it on now. I think it broke that strap. All right, Hartshorne takes over 1st down and 10. Bryson Cervantes back, waits on the snap. There it is. Handoff goes to Micah Baker to the near sideline. He's going to be across the 35 near the 36-yard line.
Not a bad game. They are really putting the players up in the box.
But you can start to see Hartshorne's feeling a little bit more confidence right now. You can tell by the way they're coming off the ball. They need to put a little drive together here and get this thing tied up before halftime. Linemen make it back to the line of scrimmage. Bryson settles in behind the center. Micah Baker to his right. Noriega across the formation. Handoff goes to Micah, but they're there, Coach. They meet him in the backfield.
That was the lineman, too. There's nobody touching him.
Probably going to have to adjust the blocking scheme a little bit right there on that tackle. He come free. I think we missed him.
Yeah, we can't be doing that. Now, instead of it being 3rd and short, now we're in 3rd and long.
Back to about 3rd and 9 here. Clock runs, 4 minutes, 50 seconds left to play in the first half. There's the snap. Cervantes drops back. He lets it go. It's going to Barnhill. Oh, Coach. He turned that corner and he lost his footing on the wet field, but he's going to have it.
From the rain that we've had all week long. And when he tried to stop and keep him going out of bounds, he's turning the corner and he goes down, but not before he got a first down.
Yeah, he got to the sticks before he made the catch. That was a nice play. When he turned it up, the defender slipped too. If he could have kept his footing, he was going to run for a while.
Oh, come on.
Cervantes is forced out of the pocket. He sets up, throws it across the middle of the field, and I think the receiver went one way and the ball went the other. He missed him by about 15 yards. It's going to be incomplete. I'm glad it's incomplete and didn't get picked up by number 21 because he was the closest one to it
in the vicinity. No blue shirts back there.
Zan Cook is the defender for Hugo. 2nd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Miner 47. And Hartshorne's back to the line of scrimmage. Noriega split right. Brazier in motion across the formation. Handoff goes to Baker to the left. He gets tripped up, but he catches his footing. And the defender finally gets there, and it looks like he's going to have a gain of about 2. Coach, I think the first defender that tripped Micah up stuck his arm out there to try to trip him, and when he did, he's come up feeling it.
Yeah, he's really favoring his left shoulder.
Micah, you could tell he stumbled there, and then the defender was really slow getting up. It looks like his left shoulder may have taken the worst of that one.
You're not going to bring down Micah with an arm.
3rd down and 8.
I have to get a hold of him. He's a pretty stout boy. Come on, Miners, we need a big 3rd down right here.
You got Zach Farmer and Noriega split out to the right.
Oh, they got confusion.
Coach James didn't like it, so he's going to call timeout. So with 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to play in the first half, Hartshorne's got the football at their own 49-yard line. 3rd down and 8 coming up. Trail it by 8. Coach, did you watch any of that World Series this week?
You know, every time something would happen and start getting good, then I'll fall asleep. I tell you what, the superintendent's is working me to death up there at the schools, and I go to sleep real early. I'm just worn out.
Now, that guy, he just don't give you pretty high expectations of his coaching staff there. So I know what you're going through.
Either that, or maybe I'm just getting old.
It's probably a little of both.
No, I fell asleep, and it was 2-0, and then I woke up to a roar of the TV, and the Nationals had hit a home run and made it 2-1, and then I don't remember anything after that. The next thing I remember was the Nationals celebrating.
If you're a baseball fan, this is the first time in 115 years that the road team won every game in the World Series. So hats off to Washington. That was a fantastic series. But if you're an Astros fan like me, you sure wish it would have gone the other way. Here we go, 3rd down and 8. Cervantes drops back. He's going to let it go. Farmer is the intended receiver. And it's just out of his reach there. It's going to bring up 4th down. That got turned around a little bit, Coach. He was looking inside over his inside shoulder, and then the ball ends up being over his outside shoulder, and he never could recover.
That's covered by number 2, Caleb Schaefer.
Here we go. We've got
Miners going to punt.
We've got Javen Shaw, the big toe, back into punt formation. Cuts it loose, punts away, and looks like it's going to roll down to the 21-yard line. So Hugo will take over there. 1st down and 10 from their own 21. And now the defense needs to keep them right there, and let's see if we can get a little field position, maybe get one more crack at them before half. Coach, we want to thank our sponsors again. You follow Ford, Nimrod Dozer Service, Santa Fe Agency, and Hartshorne Feed and Seed for keeping us on the air for Miner football. Certainly appreciate their support. 1st down and 10, Hugo. King is behind center. There's the snap.
Wanting to throw, and he's got a man open across the middle on a slant.
Nice catch by number 15 there, Tay Rich. He went and got that ball in stride. So Hugo's going to have 1st down and 10 at their own 47-yard line. And Hartshorne let them get inside on the slant there, Coach.
Right, they did. And that's a tough order for Timothy Noriega.
Nice run there by number 22, Cameron Cook. Hit 2 or 3 times, but he kept his feet, Coach. He kept them churning, and that's what you tell a running back to do. Keep those feet moving.
Keep moving. He picked up about 7 yards.
Yeah, he's across midfield down to the Miner 46. It's going to bring up 2nd down and a long 3.
Miners need to dial something up here and get him the big loss here. 3 minutes left to go.
There's the snap. Quarterback keeps it around the right side. Coach, he's got the edge, got a blocker. Let the Miners get to him and shut him down before he can get the afterburners kicked in. Ball's going to be inside the 40 near the 39. It's good for a Buffalo first down, but that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it was a bad job. I mean, we strung it out.
He got the lead blocker out there for him that time, and you thought if they had that cornerback blocked on the far side, that lead blocker would pick up anybody to the inside. But Hartshorne did a good job getting off their blocks and keeping him from breaking a big play there. Quarterback drops back to pass. Ball's across the middle.
Threw that one high.
Dangerous pass. Number 2, Caleb Schaefer's the intended receiver.
Bryson Cervantes was coming in for the hit, and if he could have set back, he might have intercepted it.
I don't think he realized it was as high as it was till it got to the receiver. He was focused on the receiver and not the ball there, and had a chance for the interception. Second down and 10. He goes back to the line of scrimmage. King waits for the snap.
Got 3 out here. Looks like maybe a screen.
No, handoff goes to number 22. Nice job by Timothy Noriega in the open field there. Handoff went to Cameron Cook around the left side, Coach, and Timothy Noriega stayed home and made a nice open field tackle there. Third down and 3 coming up for Hartshorne, or for Hugo. Again, we're in 4-down territory, so the Miners are going to need to bow up here for 2 plays. There's the snap. Quarterback rolls right. Micah Baker's in the backfield.
Tremendous trouble.
And forces him to throw it away. I don't think he got it past the line of scrimmage. That should be intentional grounding, I would think. He didn't get that ball past the line of scrimmage.
Maybe they're familiar with all the rules.
There may have been a receiver. They may have counted that guy on the far side that he was an eligible receiver.
You mean the guy that's not playing on the sideline?
The guy in the overalls with the teal hoodie, Coach. He was wide open. There's a snap on 4th down.
Went for the hand.
And we got it flagged. He's going to go in for the score, but this one's going to come back. That was about as clear a hold as you could possibly have. When I can see it from up here, it's pretty clear. You got the officials talking it over, but I think they're just going to decide where the infraction actually happened, and then they'll mark it off 10 yards from there. So that'll push the ball back. It's going to be 4th and 12, 4th and 13 here by the time they get this marked off. They'll spot the ball right on the 40-yard line, and they've got to make the 29 and a half, 28 and a half, something like that. So we'll call it 4th and 12 here. And Hugo is going to go for it. Miner Nation's getting rowdy here on 4th down, Coach. There's the snap. And pass is complete. Nice. But I don't. Depends on where that spot is. Depends on the spot. No, he's going to have it. I was looking at the wrong. I was looking at the 25, but they only had to make it to the 28. So that'll be good for first down. It was a little screen out here to the left, and he caught it full stride. First down and 10. Hugo's back at the line, moving quick here. Handoff to number 25. He's going to be outside to the right. Keegan Barnhill forces him to widen it out a little bit, and then Bryson Cervantes comes in and cleans it up. Gain of 1.
Nice play by defense right there.
Hugo has no timeout. The clock runs under a minute here, Coach.
And they're out of timeout. 48 seconds and counting.
And looks like we have a flag. False start's going to be the indication. They won't stop that on a defensive penalty. So false start is the indication. 5-yard penalty moves the ball back. It's going to be spotted at the 30-yard line.
Oh, Miners got to keep them out here.
Second down and 14 coming up. Clock runs. 34.
They're having trouble getting the play in.
30 seconds left to play.
Confusion here.
If Hartshorne could get them on the ground here without giving up the first down, Coach, they'd probably run out of time. They're having all kinds of trouble.
And another flag down.
Ball was intended for number 2, but we have flags on the far side. I think we had false start again. 18 seconds left to play in the first half here. Let's see what the indication is. You got flags on both sides. I think it's the same penalty. Ball starts the indication. So the penalty's going to be against Hugo. Hartshorne's got to decide here. Actually, I don't. Yes, they did give Hartshorne the choice there. So Hartshorne backs them up 5. Ball's going to be at the 35-yard line. Pass is incomplete, so the clock's 18 seconds left.
Well, they're batty.
So Hartshorne can get them on the ground here without giving up the first down.
Incomplete pass.
That'll work too. Third down. 16 seconds left to play.
As long as you keep it in front of them. Keep the ball in front of you and keep your receiver in front of you.
Coach, the Miners have done exactly what they needed to do in this ball game. They've kept it close. They've made a few good plays. They just can't seem to string them together. Now they need to get a stop here with 16 seconds left. Quarterback drops back. Oh, somebody got a hold of him. He's going down at the 48, and that ought to do it.
Micah Baker and Javen Shaw.
Clock should be running here. Clock should be running. And I think that's going to run it out. They don't have a timeout. They're not going to be able to get to the line. That'll do it. Nice job by the Miner defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered, and Hartshorne gets the football to start the second half. So if you're a Hartshorne Miner, you got to feel pretty good going in at halftime here, Coach. You've kept it close, and you're giving yourself a chance.
Exactly. The Miners have done what they needed to do, and they just got to string some few plays together and try to get that thing in the end zone. Game plan has been to keep them in front of you, and that's exactly what they did. They busted one big play on us, and other than that, Hartshorne's done a pretty good job of keeping them in check. Well, we're going to take a break here in just a second. The halftime score from Hartshorne is Hugo 8, Hartshorne 0. I want to thank our sponsors tonight, Hartshorne Feed and Seed, the Santa Fe Agency, Nimrod Dozer Service, and Eufaula Ford. They're the folks that bring this action to you on Friday nights. And if you get a chance to go talk to them, let them know you appreciate it. We're going to take a couple of seconds here to get the bands on the field, and we'll be back with you for a little halftime analysis by Coach Curley. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Q Country Legends 105.9, the new 92.3.
A Pain Radio Group station.
Hey folks, Brandon New Wheels McGill here. I'm here to announce a big buck sales event going on now at Ed Wallace Ford, where we're shooting down high interest rates. Come take advantage of 0% on most new models, plus huge discounts as we make room for the 2020 models. And if it's a quality pre-owned car you're looking for, come take advantage of low rates of 1.9 on quality certified pre-owns. And they also come with a 100,000-mile limited warranty. Good credit, bad credit, don't sweat it. Come see me, 1700 East Jackson Street in Hugo, Oklahoma, or on the web at edwallaceford.com. I go, you go, we're all headed to Hugo.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed and Big V Feed are teaming up to support the Miners. Go see the owners Benny and Jennifer Curtis at Hartshorne Feed and Seed, 625 Pennsylvania Avenue for all your pet and livestock needs, as well as a full line of Big V products. Shop local. Your business is greatly appreciated. Go Blue!
KQIK FM Haleyville, KNNU, Antlers, a Pain Radio Group station.
Miner Nation, we're back here in Hartshorne, Oklahoma for high school football action between the Hartshorne Miners and the Hugo Buffaloes on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Coach, the first half, if you're a Hartshorne Miner, it couldn't have gone much better for you. We needed to keep these guys in front of us, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, we actually needed to keep the score low and keep their speedsters from hitting big plays, and they've hit a couple, but we kept them out of the end zone except for one. And we moved the ball down and got inside the 10-yard line, but was unable to score. So, but you got to be happy if you're Miners and being where the score is, because Hugo has been obliterated.
Well, Coach, we talked about the size differential and the athleticism. I mean, anytime you play a Hugo team, there's going to be athletes on the field. They have a lot of talent down there, and this group here is no different. They brought size and athleticism with them tonight, and Hartshorne, for the most part, has kept it in check. So you've got to give the first half to Hugo on the scoreboard, but in every other way, Hartshorne has gotten what they wanted out of that first half.
Yeah, defensively, Hartshorne has done a fairly decent job.
We want to thank our sponsors again, Hartshorne Feed and Seed, and Benny Curlis and the guys. Coach, like I said earlier, if you've got Rice Bran or if you don't have Benny's Rice Bran for the next week or two, you're just out of luck.
Don't expect to get any deer.
No, they're not. This time of year, they're not going to
specifically on Hartshorne Feed and Seed Rice Bran.
Yeah, they're not. There's only two things they're interested in, and one of them Benny's got.
Right.
Yeah. So we can take care of the Rice Bran needs if you go visit with Benny. And the Santa Fe agency, old Josh Hass. Coach, I've been seeing a lot of them on the road, so Josh is probably staying pretty busy right now.
Yeah, he probably is. He just about had one on the school bus the other morning when I was driving. Doe right now in front of me. He's after some of that doe corn that Benny sells down there.
Well, and Coach,
it ain't bad. I mean, a lot of people just like to shoot bucks, but I tell you what, the doe tastes better. So somebody was actually in that area where I was at was using the doe corn that Benny has.
Well, and Coach, if you're going to smoke one up, you really don't want an old tough buck that's been laying around in the mountains. You want one of them does that tender meat. You really get the best of both worlds. That
they don't stink,
right? Nimrod Dozer Service, old Justin and the guys over there. They're probably been rested up the last week or two with all the rain we've had.
Too wet probably get that big dozer out.
Yeah,
It wasn't too wet when we had it on Wilson's football field last week.
Well, it really hadn't soaked in just yet till after the ball game. But you're right. The Miners broke out the Nimrod Dozer Service and went to work in the Battle of Gowan Mountain. And we need a little bit of that in the second half here tonight. We need to put together some long drives, take some time off that clock.
Time off the clock and get points on the board.
Well, the gang up at Eufaula Ford, they've been nice enough to come on board and help us out for the rest of the year. And Coach, hopefully we can get them into the playoffs, and then we can go on a long ride in one of them expeditions.
Oh yeah, so probably travel right through Eufaula.
Yep, that's our sponsors, and if it wasn't for those folks, we wouldn't be able to bring this action to you on Friday night. So if you get a chance to visit with any of them, tell them you appreciate it, and you sure enjoy hearing Coach Curlis and Coach Lindley on the radio. Even if you don't, I mean, we understand, but tell them you do, because it helps them feel like they've done something positive for our kids.
It must have. Eufaula Ford must have enjoyed the way we talk on the radio, or they wouldn't have jumped on board.
I think the word's out, yeah. I mean, it's what that lady told me the other day. She was really impressed with us. She said we had the faces for radio.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we're going to take about a 10-minute break here from Hartshorne. We'll turn you back over to the studio, and you're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed and Big V Feed are teaming up to support the miners. Go see the owners Benny and Jennifer Curlis at Hartshorne Feed and Seed, 625 Pennsylvania Avenue, for all your pet and livestock needs, as well as a full line of Big V products. Shop local. Your business is greatly appreciated. Go Blue!
Eufaula Ford, where savings and satisfaction are standard equipment.
Eufaula Ford, serving our community for over 33 years. And as every year, once again, Eufaula Ford, a proud sponsor of the Hartshorne Miners.
Yeah, Eufaula Ford on Highway 9 and 69. Yeah, Eufaula Ford.
When you have a question or need documentation, do you want to do the groundwork to find the answer or call an 800 number and go through the number prompts yourself? Wouldn't you rather talk to the person that you entrusted with your assets and your livelihood? I'm Joshua Hass with the Santa Fe Agency. Our clients are not just a means to a living for us. We are partners with you. Here at Santa Fe Agency, rate and service is that partnership. Like us on Facebook at Santa Fe Agency, ensuring for reality where customer service makes the difference. Santa Fe Agency.
My feet are killing me. I'm ready for a nap.
Oh no, you forgot to drop off the taxes.
How did you know?
Because they're on the table.
Well, I guess I'll have to run them by Burgess & Burgess CPA.
Don't worry, Burgess & Burgess CPA have a website. There you go. Dad, now you're on burgesscpa.com for all your tax help and bookkeeping needs.
Thanks, son.
And when you stop by Burgess & Burgess CPA, tell them Hayes Payne sent you.
Dozers, backhoes, track hoes, dump trucks. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service has them all. Whether you need dirt work, driveways, roads, demolition work, ponds, house pads, timber removal, gravel hauling, septic, Justin Nimrod Dozer Service is the one call to get it done. 918-465-7284. Servicing Wilburton, McAllister, Eufaula, and all the surrounding areas. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service. 918-465-7284. That's 465-7284.
Ed Wallace Ford, 1700 East Jackson, Hugo, Oklahoma, salutes athletes across the River Valley. Congratulations. Hard work is paying off for you. That is what Ed Wallace Ford has learned over the last few years. A new location, 1700 East Jackson, better to serve you and more value than ever before. Built Ford tough, come experience it yourself. Ed Wallace Ford, 1700 East Jackson, online, edwallacefordofhugo.com. Hi, this is Will Payne for Payne Radio Group and Q Country Legends 105.9. Proud to bring you Hartshorne football once again. We want to say thank you very much for being part of the family and supporting Hartshorne Minor football. If you'd like to sign up to sponsor a player or your civic group and local business, get a hold of us right now. For Hartshorne Minor football, PayneRadioGroup.com. Go Miners!
Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Ed Wallace Ford, 1700 East Jackson, Hugo, Oklahoma, salutes athletes of all types across the Red River Valley. Congratulations. Your hard work is paying off for you. That is what Ed Wallace Ford has learned over the last few years. A new location, 1700 East Jackson, better to serve you and more value than ever before. Built Ford tough, come experience it yourself. Ed Wallace Ford, 1700 East Jackson, or on edwallacefordofhugo.com.
Dozers, backhoes, track hoes, dump trucks. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service has them all. Whether you need dirt work, driveways, roads, demolition work, ponds, house pads, timber removal, gravel hauling, septic, Justin Nimrod Dozer Service is the one call to get it done. 918-46 Dozer Service. 918-465-7284. That's 465-7284.
When you have a question, do you want to do the groundwork to find the number prompts yourself? Wouldn't you rather talk to the person that you entrusted with your assets and your livelihood? I'm Joshua Hass with the Santa Fe Agency. Our clients are not just a means to a living for us. We are partners with you. Here at Santa Fe Agency, rate and service is that partnership. Like us on Facebook at Santa Fe Agency, ensuring for reality where customer service makes the difference. Santa Fe Agency.
My feet are killing me. I'm ready for a nap.
Oh no, you forgot to drop off the taxes.
How did you know?
Because they're on the table.
Well, I guess I'll have to run them by Burgess & Burgess CPA.
Don't worry, Burgess & Burgess CPA have a website. There you go. Dad, now you're on burgesscpa.com BurgessCPA.com for all your tax help and bookkeeping needs.
Thanks, son.
And when you stop by Burgess & Burgess CPA, tell them Hayes Payne sent you.
Hi, this is Will Payne for Payne Radio Group and Q Country Legends 105.9. Proud to bring you Hartshorne football once again. We want to say thank you very much for being part of the family and supporting Hartshorne Minor football. If you'd like to sign up to sponsor a player or your civic group and local business, get a hold of us right now for Hartshorne Minor football. PayneRadioGroup.com. Go Miners!
Hartshorne Feed and Seed and Big V Feed are teaming up to support the miners. Go see the owners Benny and Jennifer Curtis at Hartshorne Feed and Seed, 625 Pennsylvania Avenue for all your pet livestock needs, as well as a full line of Big V products. Shop local. Your business is greatly appreciated. Go Blue!
You follow Ford, where savings and satisfaction are standard equipment.
You follow Ford, serving our community for over 33 years. And as every year, once again, you follow Ford, a proud sponsor of the Hartshorne Miners.
Yeah, you follow Ford on Highway 9 and 69. Yeah, you follow Ford.
This week in District 2A6 play, here are your district standings. Eufaula is 5-0, Hugo 4-1, Atoka 4-1, Hartshorne 3-2, Wilburton 2-3, Valiant 1-4, Huebner 1-4, and the Antlers Bearcats 0-5 in district play 2A6. Wilburton will be at Huebner, Eufaula at Antlers, Hugo travels to Hartshorne, and Atoka at Valiant. District 2A6 on this Payne Media Group station. For more details, PayneMediaGroup.com.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed and Big V Feed are teaming up to support the miners. Go see the owners Benny and Jennifer Curtis at Hartshorne Feed and Seed, 625 Pennsylvania Avenue for all your pet and livestock needs, as well as a full line of Big V products. Shop local. Your business is greatly appreciated. Go Blue!
You follow Ford, where savings and satisfaction are standard equipment.
You follow Ford, serving our community for over 33 years. And as every year, once again, you follow Ford, a proud sponsor of the Hartshorne Miners.
Yeah, you follow Ford on Highway 9 and 69. Yeah, you follow Ford.
$800 number and go through the number prompts yourself? Wouldn't you rather talk to the person that you entrusted with your assets and your livelihood? I'm Joshua Hass with the Santa Fe Agency. Our clients are not just a means to a living for us. We are partners with you. Here at Santa Fe Agency, rate and service is that partnership. Like us on Facebook at Santa Fe Agency, ensuring for reality where customer service makes the difference. Santa Fe Agency.
My feet are killing me. I'm ready for a nap.
Oh no, you forgot to drop off the taxes.
How did you?
.com for all your tax help and bookkeeping needs.
Thanks, son.
And when you stop by Burgess & Burgess CPA, tell them Hayes Payne sent you.
Dozers, backhoes, trackhoes, dump trucks. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service has them all. Whether you need dirt work, driveways, roads, demolition work, ponds, house pads, timber removal, gravel hauling, septic, Justin Nimrod Dozer Service is the one call to get it done. 918-465-7284. Servicing Wilburton, McAllister, Eufaula, and all the surrounding areas. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service. 918-465-7284. That's 465-7284.
Ed Wallace Ford, 1700 East Jackson, Hugo, Oklahoma, salutes athletes of all types across the Red River Valley. Congratulations. Your hard work is paying off for you. That is what Ed Wallace Ford has learned over the last few years. A new location, 1700 East Jackson, better to serve you and more value than ever before. Built Ford tough? Come experience it yourself. Ed Wallace Ford, 1700 East Jackson, or online, edwallacefordofhugo.com. Hi, this is Will Payne for Payne Radio Group and Q Country Legends 105.9. Proud to bring you Hartshorne football once again. We want to say thank you very much for being part of the family and supporting Hartshorne Minor football. If you'd like to sign up to sponsor a player or your civic group and local business, get a hold of us right now for Hartshorne Minor football. PayneRadioGroup.com. Go Miners!
Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Ed Wallace Ford, 1700 East Jackson, Hugo, Oklahoma, salutes athletes of all types across the Red River Valley. Congratulations. Your hard work is paying off for you. That is what Ed Wallace Ford has learned over the last few years. A new location, 1700 East Jackson, better to serve you and more value than ever before. Built Ford tough, come experience it yourself. Ed Wallace Ford, 1700 East Jackson, or online, edwallacefordofhugo.com.
Dozers, backhoes, track hoes, dump trucks. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service has them all. Whether you need dirt work, driveways, roads, demolition work, ponds, house pads, timber removal, gravel hauling, septic, Justin Nimrod Dozer Service is the one call to get it done. 918-465-7284. Servicing Wilburton, McAllister, Eufaula, and all the surrounding areas. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service. 918-465-7284. That's 465-7284.
When you have a question or need documentation, do you want to do the groundwork to find the answer or call an 800 number and go through the number prompts yourself? Wouldn't you rather talk to the person that you entrusted with your assets and your livelihood? I'm Joshua Hass with the Santa Fe Agency. Our clients are not just a means to a living for us. We are partners with you. Here at Santa Fe Agency, rate and service is that partnership. Like us on Facebook at Santa Fe Agency, ensuring for reality where customer service makes the difference. Santa Fe Agency.
Might be killing me. I'm for a nap.
Oh, no, you got to drop off the taxes.
How did you know?
Because they're on the table.
Well, I guess I'll have to run them by Burgess & Burgess CPA.
Dad, now you're on BurgessCPA.com for all your tax help and bookkeeping needs.
Thanks, son.
And when you stop by Burgess & Burgess CPA, tell them Hayes Payne sent you.
Hi, this is Will Payne for Payne Radio Group and Q Country Legends 105.9. Proud to bring you Hartshorne football once again. We want to say thank you very much for being part of the family and supporting Hartshorne Minor football. If you'd like to sign up to sponsor a player or your civic group and local business, get a hold of us right now for Hartshorne Minor football. PayneRadioGroup.com. Go Miners!
Hello, Miner Nation. We're back, getting ready for second half action here in Hartshorne at Butler Jennings Field. Hartshorne trails the Hugo Buffaloes 8-0. But if you're a Miner fan, this is a position that you don't mind being in, Coach.
Well, we got the ball coming out in the second half, and if we can't move the ball down the field, hit some more plays. Keegan Barnhill's had a couple of nice catches, and we may go back to him.
We're certainly glad to have you folks here with us on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Minor football is closing in on the end of the season, and Coach, we need a big win here to just guarantee a playoff spot.
Absolutely, and what a big win this would be for our Miners.
I'll tell you, coming into this one, I think if you talk to people around the state, they kind of had it penciled in that this would be a pretty easy one for the Buffaloes, but I don't think Hartshorne thought that, at least from what I could tell walking the halls.
Well, you can't never count the Miners out, regardless. It's kind of like the OSU game. You don't never know what's going to happen. So the Miners are always going to come out fighting, regardless of the opponent they have in front of them.
Well, Coach, they had to focus on keeping everybody in front of them, and so far, except for that one long run, they've done just that. So maybe the Miners can get a little something going on offense. They're going to receive the second half kickoff here, and it'd be nice to push on in, tie thing up, and let's see where it goes from there.
Absolutely. The Miners are coming out. I mean, they already have a little bit of momentum going their way after a big fourth down stop or keeping them out of the end zone with time running out in the second half. I don't think it was fourth down, but regardless, the time ran out on them.
We got about a minute left of the warm-up period, to in halftime, getting us into the third quarter here. Both teams are trotting it back out on the field. The Buffaloes will kick to start the second half. Hartshorne will receive. Hugo's going to be going from right to left on your dial. Hartshorne left to right. And right now, back deep for Hartshorne, you've actually got Timothy Noriega and Xavier Frazier.
From what I saw a while ago, the kicking game isn't really that strong.
No, you got to be ready if you're on that second line there. Zach Farmer and John Beecham.
Yeah, John Beecham, they'd be ready.
Also got the number 22, Tommy Harden, over on the far side. And there's the kick. Actually goes to Tommy Harden. And he's going to be across the 30 up to about the 32-yard line. So that's where Hartshorne's going to take over first and 10.
A lot of white shirts hit him. I don't know how many. We didn't get very many of them blocks.
Well, if you're Hugo's coaching staff, you probably wanted to get your guys a little bit motivated at halftime to start using some of that athleticism. But if you're a Miner fan, right now, a long, slow drive would be nice.
The main thing is get points on the board right here.
Miners break the huddle. Cervantes behind center, Micah Baker to his left. Frazier across the formation. Handoff goes to Baker up the middle. Nice run by Micah. Actually, tripped up there at the 32. He's running hard, but coach's defense closed in quick.
Yeah, nice play by Hugo defense there.
Zach Farmer split out to the right. Frazier split to the left. Double tight end set. Frazier goes in motion. Takes a handoff. Cervantes drops back to pass. He's going to have to get rid of it. Intended for Zach Farmer, and it's out of bounds. Coach,
he actually intended that one for his sister cheering on the sideline.
Yeah, number 55 for Hugo, and I don't have a name for that young man. But number 55 come off the edge and forced the pass to come out a little early. Yeah, I think he wanted to make sure he didn't let the defense run underneath one there, but you're right. He got it closer to his sister. Yeah. You got to be careful over there. Cheerleading's hard.
He probably did that on purpose, They squabble every now and then.
55's in the backfield again, Coach. That's find a way to get him blocked. Pass is intended for Keegan Barnhill. It's going to be incomplete. Going to bring up fourth down for Hartshorne.
Not what you wanted to see there for the Miners.
No, really got anything going. Gained
an awful lot of pressure on your defense.
Gained 1 yard on that drive. So now formation down.
He's going to run it. He's going to run it. That's bad. He's got a first down.
He's got the first down across the midfield, and now looks like he's going to be out of bounds at the 47. Nice run by Javen. Coach, high snap, and with a high snap, he went up with one hand, pulled it down, Odell Beckham style. Just pulled it down, and he saw room on the right side, and he took off. Yeah, that kind of almost looked like a design play. Looked like Baker Mayfield pass. It was quite high, so it took a good leap there to pull it down, but if you're a Miner fan, that's going to work for you because it puts the ball in Hugo territory. First down and 10, Hartshorne. You got twins out to the left. Noriega comes in motion, fakes a handoff. Micah Baker on the carry. He's going to be across the 45 near the 42-yard line.
I think that's the kind of result Coach James is expecting on that play there.
A little different formation.
They are
for the Miners.
The ends are up, all upfield by the time the ball is handed off. But going up the middle, and they can't get to him.
Coach, if you
they could bust one here in a minute. I think
Miners are showing a few formations here. Trips left. Cervantes waits on the snap. There it is. He's going to keep it. And breaks the tackle, comes back to the right. Nice job by Bryson to make something out of nothing there.
Exactly.
And he's going to be brought down around the 32-yard line. It's going to be close to first down, and I think it's going to be enough. Yes, they're going to move the chains. First down and 10, Hartshorne. Nice job back right.
Mine, I've been wondering where that play was from last week, and there it was. And he did not have much room at all. And I was going, oh, I see why they didn't run that play down. But Bryson did a good job of breaking a couple tackles and making a little bit out of nothing.
The trip set to the left again. This time Micah Baker's to the right of the quarterback. There's the snap. Quick pass out to the left, and it's going to fall incomplete. Pass intended for Timothy Noriega. Going to bring up second down and 10. Hugo thought it might be a backward pass, but Whitlow had blown.
They'd blown it dead immediately. Pressure was so great coming off there.
He got rid of it quick, but it didn't look like he had a good grip on it.
No, when he was trying to get it out there, but had he got it out there, it might have been something going.
You got twins to both sides. Again, Hartshorne showing some different formations here in the third quarter. There's a snap. Hugo's bringing the house. Pass is complete for Timothy Noriega. He's across the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. If he could have kept his footing there, Coach, it was two Hartshorne players, two Buffaloes out there. Timothy might have been able to make a move and get to the sideline.
Again, there's so much pressure up in the middle. He's having to get rid of it quick, and he's unable to put a real accurate throw. Timothy had to dive to catch that one.
Third down and 7. And we have a whistle. Looks like we are going to have a timeout on the field. Hartshorne is going to talk it over here. 9 minutes, 4 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Hartshorne comes out showing some different formation, Coach. There's a lot of times you go into a game like this, you don't want to show everything in that first half. Don't give them a chance to make adjustments at halftime.
Yeah, the Miners coming out showing different formations and having a little bit of success. They didn't at first, and then we got that big first down play on the, I don't know if it was a fake punt or whatever you want to call it, but we got a first down on it, and
we're going to say it was a design play.
I'm going to say Coach James took a chance right there and dialed it up, and he was right.
I'm going to say this: there was nobody over here. We ran that gunner off, and there was nobody there. The defender went for a receiver. There was nobody left on the right side, so we're going to call that a fake punt. But Javen did a good job of saving a high snap there. Third down and 7. Both teams are back on the field. Hartshorne's huddled up. Cervantes breaks the huddle. Micah Baker to his right. Twins to both sides. Hartshorne's going left to right on your dial. Cervantes takes a snap, drops back, lets it go. And we have a flag.
There was a lot of contact there before.
Pass is intended for Keegan Barnhill, and Coach, it looked like he grabbed his hand as Keegan went up to make the catch.
Keegan was raising his hand, and he grabbed his hand, pulled it back down. Keegan still almost made the catch.
Yeah, he did a good job of getting the other hand up. Now we got a hat off.
A hat off.
Terry Green's thrown everything but his socks, folks. He's thrown a flag, and now he's thrown his hat. So something didn't go well on the Hugo.
We're going to watch out for the ball, but you might get your white hat dirty here.
See what happens. Terry gets the hat back on, gets his flag reset, but it looks like we're going to have a couple of penalties here against Hugo. And Harper explains how the mark-off, the holding is going to be the call against Hugo. And then an unsportsmanlike conduct against Hugo.
Dead ball. So that'd be
both of those will be marked off. So that's going to move the ball deep into Buffalo territory. That's the flying. You know something's not going well.
Yeah, he was out of flags to throw.
So used to Coach Falkenberry throw his hat on the sideline, and you knew it wasn't going to go well then. So I think that's the universal sign for it's not going well. Not good. So Hartshorne's got first down and goal inside the 10. Cervantes takes a snap, goes to his left, cuts inside the defense. Coach number 55 might as well have a Hartshorne Miner jersey on. He's back in our backfield about as much as our quarterback.
Exactly.
He did a good job there forcing it back.
And maybe it's by design. He may supposed to be coming free right there, and our quarterback's supposed to got to make him miss. Yeah, that guy's pretty quick on the end there. I don't know.
We've got a second down and goal coming up. Cervantes keeps it. We get him blocked that time.
Got him blocked, but we didn't get the outside linebacker, whatever he was over there on the left side. He come in free.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and goal. Hartshorne needs to get 5 yards here in 2 plays, so let's see what the Miners decide to do on third down. Cervantes looks to the sideline. Now he's got a signal
down to 6.
Miners run the line. 2, 1, and we get the timeout. I don't know if we would have got that play off or not. It was going to be really close, but we got the timeout instead. So now we got a little extracurricular activity going on down there. Landon Burke ended up in the middle of that one.
You have to really do something to make that young man mad. He's got a pretty good head on his shoulders.
Hartshorne had to take the timeout there. The clock was running down. I think we might have gotten that off, but we just couldn't take a chance there because we had the ball on the 5-yard line. You don't need to be backed up on third down here and have to get 10. So Hartshorne takes the timeout, and the coaches are going to talk it over. Both teams are on the sideline with their coaching staffs. Coach, that play where we had 2 penalties defense, that moved the ball down in there pretty good for us, but we're going to have to do the rest here.
Yeah, we got the ball down where we need it to be. We're in scoring position. Let's see if we can figure out how we can maneuver this ball into the end zone. I'd like to do it here instead of the next play.
Yeah, the Miners are trotting back out towards the ball. So are the Buffaloes, and we're going to have third down and goal from the 5. Cervantes huddles them up on the field. Now they break. And it looks like we've got Baker to the right of the quarterback. Cervantes keeps it. He moves to the right. And no gain there. Defense did a good job with play.
Barnhill comes up limping a little bit. Has to come out of the game.
Timothy Noriega comes back in for him. He might have rolled his ankle a little bit. I think that's what they're looking at on the sideline. So we have a 4th down and goal coming up for the Miners, and they need to try to push this in here, Coach. Here we go. There's the snap. Cervantes rolls to his left. He pulls up the pass, lets it go.
Intercepted.
And it's intercepted.
And he's going to run it back.
And there is nobody in the blue shirt. And there's going to be a block in the back if they saw it. I don't know if they saw it. But he's going to take it 100 yards for the interception. 6-6. And that is a tough way right there to end that drive, Coach.
Absolutely. Cervantes tried to make something happen there out of not much going. And
Coach, he rolled to his left. He looked back across the field, and that's kind of one of those things you start talking to quarterbacks at this level about, is throwing back across the defense. But he went to throw, and his foot slipped. I don't think he got what he wanted on it, but it hit number 25 right in the numbers. So just like that, Hugo with the interception, pick 6. 99 yards later, it's put Hartshorne in a tough spot. Looks like they're going to try the extra point here on the kick, number 15, Ashton Barnett. And the flag. And it looks like it's going to be Hartshorne getting a little frisky there. Offside. That'll move the ball up to the 1.5 yard line. So personnel starts to change for the Buffaloes. And it looks like they'll go for 2 here. 6 minutes, 36 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And the Buffalo offense comes on to try for 2. Quarterback number 10, William King, behind the center. You got number 22, Cameron Cook, behind him. Now they shift the formation. They're still moving. They're in the play, and he's into the end zone, but that's going to come back. Loose.
The ball was actually loose.
Did they blow a whistle, Coach?
No, they just now blew a whistle, and he's saying no good. So
illegal shift, and they're going to say no good on the try. So that didn't look right from the beginning. They had about 15 guys in motion, and they only got 11 on the field. So I guess that'd be everybody and then some. But they score 14-0.
14-0. We're going to have to score. Like I said, we got to score some points to stay in the game, and now we're going to have to score twice.
Coach, you thought on that 4th down there, worst case scenario, you've got them pinned deep.
Yeah, don't take a chance there.
But if it could go bad, it went bad there because that linebacker was standing right at the goal line when he caught that pass, took it all the way back. So, tough break for the Miners. Puts us in a little bit of a hole here, but now everybody dropping out onto the field to get ready for the kickoff. Frazier's going to be back deep. Timothy Noriega's going to be back deep for Hartshorne. And set to kick off for Hugo, number 15, Ashton Barnett. And both teams break their huddles. Hugo again.
Different kicker in.
Left-footed kicker there. It looks like they're going to blow a whistle. You had about 3 Hugo Buffaloes that got a little early start there.
Oh, right side.
That'll move it back.
Say the least, this game has not been a very clean game.
For week 9, this has been a little bit iffy on both sides. You haven't had the clean, crisp football that you might expect. But that being said, Hartshorne's in a position right here. They need to put together a drive.
They've had their opportunity. They've gone down there and scored position twice to get it done.
Barnett's back again to kick. Here he comes. Kicks away high, short kick, fielded. Oh, my goodness. We caught that on the running right down the numbers on the visiting side. And now we got a little extracurricular activity going on the sideline over there.
Coach, ball was kicked really high and
It's really short
and gave the defense a lot of time to get down there. And about the time Tommy Harden caught it, he bobbled it once, and then he was struck head on. But no, he held on to the ball, and he's coming off the field. He don't care.
He's in good shape. It looks like physically. I think there's a little pushing and shoving going on the sideline. But
Hugo, the guy that hit him, thought he did something great, but I mean, you got a defensive.
Actually, I'm not so sure he saw the guy with the ball. He just ran into a guy in a blue shirt.
He's kind of defensive. He's looking up at the ball. I mean, it's not like he did anything great.
Well, here we go.
He didn't even knock him down. I mean, Tommy stood on his feet, and I actually picked up the ball.
He weighs about 104 pounds and wet, so he must not have brought too much to the party. Handoff goes to Micah Baker. He's up the middle fighting hard. He's going to be up around the 49-yard line.
Micah has got some little bit of extra juice in his tank right now. He's not going to go down easy.
Well, Micah was the one on the interception. He was trying to track him down, and I thought he was going to – that was the block that I thought they would get in the back there, but I don't think anybody saw it.
No, they didn't see it. He was a little far back, and I think he kind of tried to do it, just tried to draw the foul, what it looked like to me. It was smart on him because he knew he wasn't going to catch him.
You know, Micah Baker on the carry again. He's going to be across the 50 into Buffalo territory down about the 49-yard line. 3rd down and 4 coming up. Yeah, you need those heady players to.
I mean, that was a good attempt by him.
Well, he wasn't going to catch him. We know that. He was about 6 yards behind the play when it happened, but
there was a lot of little white shirts around, so he decided to get in front of one of them and make it look like slow down enough to get blocked in the back.
There's the passes intended for Zach Farmer, and good defense there by Hugo. Passes incomplete. A little bit high, but the defender was right there, Coach.
Yeah, pass was high. And not a lot of room to complete the pass.
And that'll bring up 4th down for Hartshorne, and looks like the Miners are in punt formation.
That's been one of our best plays that fake punt one ago.
There's a snap. Hugo keeps a couple of defenders at home. Punt's going to go over the returner's head down to the 20-yard line. Looks like the ball's going to be inside the 20, maybe, right at the 20. 1st down and 10, Hugo. So the Buffaloes take over. 5 minutes, 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Hugo leads at 14-0 over the Miners. And if your heart's here, you got the field position into your favor. If you can play a little defense here and get off the field on this drive, you might be able to get something going.
It's like a little bit of confusion. Hugo, a lot of movement going on.
Quarterback takes a snap, keeps it around the right side.
He fumbles it. It's on the ground. Miners are on it.
There's only two guys around it. They're both wearing blue jerseys, so we're going to get the football back.
Exactly what the Miners needed right there. If we can just find some way.
And we got a Miner down. They both went for it.
Did they run into each other?
Yeah, they both went for it at the same time. I'm not sure who that is, but looks like they kind of bumped heads there. You get a number, Coach?
I don't, but I don't. Yeah, there's 3. There's 3 out there. Could be number 3. I see him on the
there's 3 coming off. That's Zach.
He's on the sideline.
Looked like it was might have been Ethan West.
Possible, number 12.
Yeah, we had a couple of Miners. There was only 2 people around the ball, and they were both wearing blue shirts, but it looks like they kind of bumped heads there when they went for it.
I think it might have been Zach Farmer and West.
Right now, coaches are out taking a look at the injured Hartshorne Miner. We're going to take a 30-second timeout here. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Dozers, backhoes, track hose, trucks. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service has them all. Whether you need dirt work, driveways, roads, demolition work, ponds, house pads, timber removal, gravel hauling, septic. Justin Nimrod Service, Lister, Eufaula, and all the surrounding areas. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service. 918-465-7284. That's 465-7284.
Miner Nation, we're back at Butler Jennings Field here in Hartshorne, Oklahoma. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. We have it in the field. A couple of Hartshorne Miners went for a loose football, and Hartshorne come up with it, but we have a player down. Coaching staff's out taking a look at him. Coach, that's the one thing you get concerned about here this late in the season. First of all, is injuries, but you got a couple of guys playing hard right there, and it just looks like we had some bad luck.
Yeah, we certainly hope the young man's okay. They're still taking a while looking at him.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Barry's going to help him up. That's Ethan West. I thought it was Ethan. I mean, after I kind of started taking an inventory of the numbers, looks like he's a little examination over here on the sideline. He probably will not be able to come back in here just out of precaution, if nothing else. He's walking off on his own, so that definitely makes you feel better.
Yeah, he's coming off a little bit of assistance just to keep his balance. I mean, it was a friendly fire there head to head. It looked like Zach Farmer was a little bit shaken up, but he's hanging in there.
Well, for those of you who aren't familiar with the rules in Oklahoma athletics anymore, these coaches have to go through concussion training at the beginning of the year. So you're going to have some coaches that will take a look at him, and probably in this situation, he's going to be examined by somebody and have to get a release from the doctor before he can come back into the ball game.
Come back into this ball game.
Yeah, Coach Bear's on the sideline. It's a lot different than he used to coach. They take a lot of precautions with these kids anymore,
and it's understandable.
Well, Hartshorne takes over first down and 10. Ball comes out of his hand quick.
Oh, nice
play.
Yeah.
Zach Farmer with the catch. Bryson Cervantes rolls out to his right, and he lets it go.
He had a lot of time to throw the ball. Then pressure came late. And he heaved that thing down the field on the right side.
Well, Coach, he plays Zach Farmer
in the area. A heck of a catch.
Zach did a really good going up and getting the ball at the high point. The defender was just underneath him there, but Zach did a good job of going up and pulling it down. And that'll give Hartshorne a down and goal. And
here we are again, knocking on the door.
We've been down here before. We just need to finish one of these off. Cervantes takes the snap, hands off to Micah Baker. He's around the left side. And he just about squirts loose, Coach. He made a nice move there.
I thought that he had it going on that time. And again, the speed from Hugo closed the hole quickly.
Going to bring up second down, gain of about 1. Looked like he had a chance there, Coach, but like you said, the defense made a good play. Second down and goal from the 4. Fontes gets a snap, hands off to Baker.
Oh, nice. Step back.
Fighting hard. He's inside the 5, inside the 4, down to about the 2. Micah's working hard.
He's working hard. A little counter action there. He's a little bit off balance. He can't really. Once he makes that first cut, he's kind of a little off balance from just himself. Probably because the field is a little bit damp.
But you can't expect your footing to do what you'd get it on a normal night. It's definitely damp. The field's giving off some moisture now, and it's getting hard to make those cuts. Third down and goal for Hartshorne. Cervantes takes a snap around the left side.
He got room.
Cut it up inside. He's in for the score.
No flag.
3 minutes, 18 seconds left to play in the third quarter, and Hartshorne finally punches one in. Coach the Miners, they really needed that one right there for no other reason than to make them believe that they can score on the Buffalo defense.
Exactly. There's that quarterback keep over the left side.
Big toe Javen Shaw lines up for the extra point. And there's the snap, kicks up, wide left. So 3 minutes, 18 seconds, as we mentioned earlier, left to play in the third quarter. Buffalo's 14, Miners 6. So we're back into a one-possession ball game, Coach.
Yeah, that extra point attempt right there didn't look very good from the start.
But we had a couple of other defenders there on the wing that I don't even think we picked up on the blocking.
We got Ethan West over here on the sideline, and I'm not so sure somebody didn't go in for him.
We may have been missing a person because it looked like there was a whole lot more white shirts over there than there were ours. And to be honest with you, the fact that he even got the ball off the ground, we're probably pretty fortunate, but didn't have much of a chance off the toe. So, but we'll take it. We're back with into a one possession ball game. So we'll definitely take that.
Defense have to make a stand and get the ball back. 3 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Now, not having Ethan right now is going to hurt us a little bit in the sense of he's a big part of that defense that's done such a good job tonight. Keep in mind that there's 14 points on the board, but one of those scores came on a 99-yard interception return for a touchdown, so that's not on your defense at all.
No, Evan was on probably about a 70-yard.
Yeah, they had a busted play that we got behind the quarterback and we weren't going, or behind the running back, we weren't going to catch him. So, all in all, defense played pretty well. Let's see if they can step it up again here. Shaw kicks it for the Miners down to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, nice play.
Yeah, that's a nice play there by Keegan Barnhill. He's had a pretty good ball game tonight.
Oh, Keegan, he's a pretty good ball player.
He brings a return to an end right there at the 32-yard line. First down and 10, Hugo. So now the Miner defense is on the field. Let's see if they can get a stop here and get the ball back. A little momentum on the offensive side.
Confusion again on the Hugo side. Player comes in late.
Now he goes in motion. Finally stops running. Handoff goes to number 25. Miner defense closes in on him. Gain of about 2 on the play. We'll call it a gain of 3. Second down and 7.
Landon Nestle on the stop.
And here we go. Buffaloes are back at the line of scrimmage. There's a snap. Handoff goes up the middle again. Nice job again. Who is that? That's Kometsky again? Nope, that's number 52. Ashton Durrell. Is it 52 or 62? Okay, 62. That's Corey Sparks. Corey Sparks made a nice play right there, Coach.
He can get the ball back here.
You know, the defense is showing like they're bringing pressure on third down. Hugo adjusts, brings the running back up. And got him in the backfield, but he got loose. Can we get him? Coach,
we had the first down.
We had him in the backfield, and he did a good job of shaking that first tackler.
He sure did. He put a spin move on him. Got out of it.
Handoff went to number 22, Cameron Cook, and he did a really good job of getting away from that first Miner tackler. He's going to work it out to the 44-yard line, and that's going to be good for a Hugo first down.
That was what we wanted right there. We just didn't make that tackle.
Same formation. Take the handoff this time. Pass it away.
Oh, nice play.
Nice job by Tommy Hart. That ball may have been just a hair underthrown, but Tommy closed the gap there and knocked it away. Nice play by him. That'll bring up second down and 10.
Comes in with his hands up. He can't see the ball, but he just reads the guy's eyes and puts his hands up and knocked it down.
Did a good job of not making contact with the receiver. I mean, he actually knocked the ball away, so that was a good job by Tommy.
Ball was a little bit underthrown. Had he thrown it a little bit farther, Tommy wouldn't have been able to do that.
He goes back at the line, second down and 10. King takes the snap, hands off to number 1. Had a chance at him at the line of scrimmage, but he had a blocker with him. Number 1, Antonio King on the carry. And now Hugo's picking up the pace. Ball spotted at midfield, and the Buffaloes back at the line. Take the signal from the sideline. And the Miners need to find a way to get a stop here. Looks like they're bringing pressure. And the quarterback's going to keep it. He gets outside to the left, but he runs out of bounds. I don't think he's going to have the first down here, Coach.
I don't believe you. I think he's going to be about a half a yard short.
And they're going to call it fourth down. They're going to spot it at about the 48-yard line. That's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down. So he ran out of bounds. He ran out of bounds a little shorter than what we thought he was. They're going to go for it, though. 4th down and 2. I'm hoping that that's not on Micah Baker, but I'm afraid it is. And we have offsides against the Miners, and that's going to give them a first down right there. Got a little happy, got a little excited there, and coach, it's going to cost us.
Yeah, you got to know that could be one of their plays right there in that situation.
And that's going to move the ball inside the 45 down to the 43. First down and 10, Hugo. King waits on the snap. Rolls to the right, keeps the ball. We're stringing it out to the sideline. Good job by the Miners to string it out, but we don't get him brought down.
Didn't they get him down? Had him for a loss, and he ends up picking up about 4.
That's that strength and athleticism that we talked about at the top of the show. Ball's going to be inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6.
Miners got to dig deep. Dig deep right here to keep them out of the end zone.
Well, Coach, that's one of those plays that we did a really good job of stringing him out. We just didn't get him on the ground.
Uh-oh, we got lots of room.
Lots of blockers.
Lots of room.
Whatever. He's going to be inside the 25 down to the 24. And now Hugo's got a little drive going here, Coach. Defense going to need to bow their necks.
Coach Bear is very upset about something.
Well, that's going to probably do it for the third quarter. Clock's inside 10 seconds. We're down to, yes, sir, that's going to do it for the third quarter. So we've played 3. Miners are hanging in there with Hugo. Hugo leads at 14-6, but the Buffaloes are on a drive right now. We're going to take a 30-second timeout here as we get ready for the fourth quarter. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
When you have a question or need documentation, do you want to do the groundwork to find the answer or call an 800 number and go through the number prompts yourself? Wouldn't you rather talk to the person that you entrusted with your assets and your livelihood? I'm Joshua Hass with the Santa Fe Agency. Our clients are not just a means to a living for us. We are partners with you. Here at Santa Fe Agency, rate and service is that partnership. Like us on Facebook at Santa Fe Agency, ensuring for reality where customer service makes the difference. Santa Fe Agency.
KQIK FM Haleyville, KNNU, Antlers, at Payne Radio Group Station.
Miner Nation, we're back here in Hartshorne, Oklahoma at Butler Jennings Field. You're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Hugo leads at 14-6, and the Buffaloes are driving in Miner territory. Ball's going to be spotted at the 24-yard line. Coach, it's time for the Miners to make a stand here. We need to keep them out of the end zone.
Keep that Nimrod Dozer on the defense right here. See if we can't push them back.
William King is the quarterback. He's behind center here. First down and 10, Hugo. Takes the handoff, keeps it around the left side, and he's got a hole.
And he's in.
And he's going to be in for the score. Coach, they got the hole over there on the left side, and he had a blocker in front of him. And once he got to that second level, it was pretty well a done deal. So first play of the fourth quarter ends up in the score for the Buffaloes.
Nice design play there by the Buffaloes.
I mean, they had
quarterback and 2 backs. That's all shoulder to shoulder. They snapped it and faked the handoff, and then went up. Quarterback kept it, just went on up over the left side, left tackle, and kept running.
Well, they're going to go for 2 here, Coach. King stays on, takes a snap, goes left. He passes it down to the 1-yard line, and it looks like it passes caught, but he's tackled immediately. Brought down by number 22, Tommy Harden. So nice job by Tommy to keep him out of the end zone there. So 11 minutes, 52 seconds left to play in the ball game. Hugo strikes on the first play of the fourth quarter. They run their total to 20. Hartshorne 6. So now, if you're the Miners, you got a little momentum off your last offensive series. You need to keep that going, and we need to push it in here. That's right. We got fortunate with a couple of luck, long plays last time, so we're going to have a couple more here. I want to thank our sponsors, Hartshorne Feed and Seed, Santa Fe Agency, Nimrod Dozer Service, and You Follow Ford. Certainly appreciate their support of our Hartshorne Minor Athletics. Both teams are trotting back out for the kickoff. Hugo's wearing the road whites, going from left to right on your radio. Hartshorne's wearing the home blues, moving from right to left. And the Miners will receive the kick here. Number 15, Ashton Barnett, will do the honors. Got his fanny back on, too. Left-footed kicker. Nice kick there. It's going to fall at about the 15-yard line, and Timothy Noriega will bring it out from there. He's going to be up to about the 25, 10 yards on the return. Nice job by Timothy, but, Coach, we didn't get those guys blocked on this left side. He didn't have the room that we thought he was going to have. Well, good. Not real bad field position. They're going to spot it at the 26-yard line. First down and 10, Hartshorne. You got twins to the right. Micah Baker lined up to the left of the quarterback. Cervantes takes the snap, hands the ball to Micah Baker. He runs right, but he runs into a couple of Hugo Buffaloes there at about the 25, so it might be a loss of one. Javen Shaw tried to cut the end there. He went low on him, and he just jumped over Javen and got in the backfield before. That's about the time he hands the ball off. He's going to have to keep his head up and do a better job. Well, Coach, what happened there was Micah got the ball about the time the defender got there, so we're probably lucky we didn't get a turnover. There's the snap to Cervantes. He rolls right, turns it loose, and it goes out of bounds. The intended receiver was Xavier Frazier. It's going to be incomplete. That'll be third down and 11 for the Miners. Well, Coach, this is not what we needed on this drive, but negative play and an incomplete pass. Now you're behind the sticks on third down, and we need to keep this drive going. Hartshorne breaks the huddle. One back in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, lets it loose. Pass is complete to John. And John's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line, short of the first down, but there's a flag. I think they're going to get a block in the back on Zach Farmer. And they're talking to the Hugo sideline, so I think they're going to ask the Buffaloes what they want to do here. And the official indicates that it is a block in the back. Hugo will take the penalty, which really puts us right about where we were to start this thing. Now, if I do my math right, we didn't have the first down. No. So a 10-yard penalty should have put the ball back behind the sticks, and instead we've got third down to 10. So maybe that was a 9-yard penalty. Oh, we got something going here. Something going. Pass is complete to Micah Baker. He's across midfield into Buffalo territory. And that's good for a Hartshorne Miner first down. That was a nice play, Coach. Cervantes rolled right, threw back to the left. It was a little misdirection by the Miners. Nice call by Coach James there. He caught the defense pursuing Bryson out of the pocket, and they forgot about Micah Baker. So Hartshorne's across midfield down to the 48-yard line, first down and 10. And now we got a drive going. Noriega's in motion across the formation, fakes the handoff, passes down the middle of the field. Beach him. John Beecham was the intended receiver, and I think John feels like he should have caught that football.
That was a nice throw by Cervantes. It was going to take a really good catch for John.
It kind of drifted back over the top of him, not necessarily over his inside shoulder. John made the adjustment. I think he felt like he should have made the play on the ball, but I'm like you, Coach. That was going to be a tough catch when that ball moved back across over the top of him.
Now, that's one of the big plays you're going to have to get back in this game.
Twins right. Passes out to the left side. Zach Farmer's the receiver. And he's going to be tackled out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Tackled him kind of high up around the head. No flag.
I thought it was a clean tackle. It was definitely a hard tackle, but I thought it was clean. He just was right there in front of the minor bench, and I don't think they appreciated it. So everybody kept cooler heads there, and we'll play 3rd down and 3 here. Is behind center. Noriega in motion. Handoff goes to number 7, Micah Baker, and he is going to be brought down. Maybe a gain of a yard here.
If he's got anything, he got maybe a foot.
They moved that stick up a little bit more than that, but I'm not so sure they're not going to move it back here in just a second. Ball spotted at the 40. 4th down and 2. Miners look over to the sideline, and they're going to call timeout. That may be our final timeout of the ball game, Coach. So here we are.
Plays a big play in the ball game with time running out. We need this 1st down. So we elected to use our timeout. I'm not sure. Is that our 3rd timeout? Or 2nd?
I think we've called a couple already, Coach. We called one early in the half there, and then we had the play going into the end zone where we called the timeout when the play clock was running down. So unless
I think you're right. I think that was our 3rd timeout.
That does it for mine.
But if we don't get it in the end zone quickly,
the scoreboard showing no timeouts for us, so I'm gonna assume that's right. So here we go, 4th down and 2. Both teams are back on the field. And there's the snap. Cervantes keeps it around the left side. He's going to have to cut it upfield. That last push is going to be if they get the spot, they're going to be close. If they don't get the spot, then Hugo's going to have themselves a football.
What spot?
It looks like it's going to be close.
Extremely close.
And they're talking about it. Looks like they may measure here. And, yeah, the official's going to call a timeout and bring the chains over. Going to have to bring them all the way across the field because it's right on the Hartshorne sideline. And, Coach, it's close.
I can't tell from here. There's too many blue jerseys around where the ball is.
This is a big measurement if you're a Hartshorne Miner because we need to keep this football. And here we go. This will tell the tale. And it looks like it's going to be short, and Hugo's going to take over 1st down and 10. So didn't go our way on the spot there. And Hugo's going to have the 1st down, but coach defense needs to definitely find their footing here.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Miners right there. We really needed it to get into the end zone. We got to score twice. Now we're going to have to hope for a turnover, because otherwise we're going to run out of time. Still a lot of time left in the game.
Coach, we've had a couple of injuries in this ball game that may be starting to catch up with us. Ethan West still on the sideline, and so is Zane Teepatiller. So hope you get those two guys back as we make this push for next week. It doesn't look like they're going to come back into this one.
Nice play there by the Miners. He gained about 1 yard on the play. And up 25 over the right side.
Bubba Benson on the carry, and he's going to be upended at the 40. Gain of about 2, second down and 8.
They had shots at him before that. He's just so athletic and elusive that we're missing him. The Miners are sticking with it.
And Hugo sets up for their second down play here. There's a snap. Quarterback fakes a handoff, stringing him out to the sideline, but he gets the edge. And he's out of bounds across the...
Might have got one.
It looks like he's up to about the 43-yard line, depending on where they set that ball down. Going to bring up third down and about 7. Ball's going to be spotted at the 42-yard line. So the Miners need to find a way to get off the field here. If you get a stop, you might force them into a punt here. There's the snap. Quarterback looks left, passes away.
Picked off.
And it's
Zach Farmer.
And Zach
tries that. Go down, Zach. He fumbled it. God dang it. And they're going to run it back in for a touchdown.
Now, Coach, if it could go bad, it just went bad. That is probably the most unlikely play I have seen in a while. Zach Farmer makes a nice play on the pass to get the interception. And, Coach, he's just trying to do too much there. He got the interception and realized that
you're not going any further to go down with the ball. And he kept fighting for extra yardage, and they stripped it out. His actually forward progress was probably stopped, but they did not blow it dead.
Yeah, he'd gotten it back to the 50, and he'd gotten hit a couple of times, and he was pretty well wrapped up, and that's when the ball come out. So Hugo player just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and he picks it up and runs it in for the score, and that's a tough one for the Hartshorne defense.
2-point conversion.
2-point conversion is good.
Got a flag down, though.
See what this penalty is.
The guy that signaled extra point, good.
And it looks like penalty is going to be against Hugo, and it looks like we're going to replay that try.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
I guess one of the linemen just broke loose there and ended up in the end zone when the pass was released. Really didn't need to go anywhere, and he'd had to be in the end zone. Yeah, he had to be in the end zone with them. So now they're going to try the extra point here, and we're going to back up 5 more because we got a false start. So this is getting a little more difficult as we go, but Hugo has the lead, 26-6. 3-possession game for Hartshorne with 8 minutes, 53 seconds left to play. Hugo leaves the kicking team on the field, so they're going to try the extra point here. There's the snap. It's high, it's loose, and Hartshorne falls on it. So that will at least keep those points off the board.
And that's our luck. You can't return them.
Yeah, our guy was in the right place at the right time. Just couldn't advance it on the field. You can't advance. So 8 minutes, 53 seconds left to play from Butler Jennings Field. Hugo leads at 26-6, and Coach, you had You've had two really bad luck scores. If you're a Miner, you give up two bad luck scores in the sense that you threw a pick at the goal line that's returned 99 yards for a touchdown. And then you just get an interception, and then you think you've stopped the drive, and you set your offense up at midfield, and dadgummit, if we don't lose it on the return, and their guy picks it up and runs it in from 47 yards out.
Yep.
So, I mean, you take those two plays away, and we're right there.
We are right there with them. The luck has just not gone our way.
Hugo sets it down at 40.
Now they're going to bring in a different kicker again.
This is going to be number 25, Bubba Benson.
I tell you what, I am very proud of the way the Miners have held into this game after what Hugo's been doing to people.
Squib kick goes to the 31, picked up by Tommy Hartshorne. Tommy runs into a couple of white shirts.
Face mask. That's face mask, horse collar, something.
Yep, and there's the flag. Flag comes in at the 44-yard line. Tommy's down. I think we're going to add some to this, probably 15. The way it looks. Personal foul. Horse collar is the indication, so that'll give us 15 more. So Hartshorne takes over on the Hugo side of the 50. Ball's going to be spotted at the 42-yard line. 8 minutes, 44 seconds left to play, and now the Hartshorne offense needs to get going. Coach, you really can't fault old Zach Farmer there. He's playing hard. He's senior night. Dadgum, he's trying to make something happen, and it just went south on him.
Yeah, he's going to have to.
Uh-oh. Hugo's going to call a timeout.
They didn't have all personnel on the field.
I wish they'd let us go ahead and run that play. They only had about 8 guys out there.
Dang, Harper could have done a better job of just letting us snap it.
You got to ignore that timeout if you're Mark Harper. I don't know what he's thinking. Well, they're going to take a timeout, try to get all the personnel they need on the field to defend the Hartshorne drive here. But, Coach, I want to mention our sponsors again. You follow Ford, Santa Fe Agency, Nimrod Dozer Service, and Hartshorne Feed and Seed. Definitely appreciate them allowing us to come to you tonight on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Miner football this year has, Coach, it's got us down here to week 9 and 10. Miners need a win to get the playoffs.
Looking for a playoff spot.
Both teams are back out on the field. Hartshorne set up first down and 10 from the Buffalo 42. And the Miners break the huddle. Montez takes the snap. He's going to drop back the pass. Looking for Keegan Barnhill down the left side. And we're going to have a pass interference. Let's see who that's on. Flag comes in from about the 35-yard line, but it was thrown all the way down to the 19. So looks like it's going to be pass interference. Let's just see which
the defensive back was face guarding, and then we come back, and Keegan Barnhill had to come back to the ball, and the defender never turned around, and he ran into him while he's trying to come back. So that's obvious interference. They don't think it is.
Yeah, that was it was a tough break for the defender there. I mean, I think he got beat down the sideline, and Keegan had the distance. If the ball's out in front of him, probably score there. But we'll take the penalty here. First down and 10, ball spotted at the 26-yard line. Cervantes takes a snap, drops back. Pass out to the right, complete
by Frazier.
Xavier Frazier over there on the right side. He's going to have a gain of about 9.
It looked like Cervantes was comfortable in the pocket that time. He shot back, set up, and threw a nice ball.
It looks like it's going to be about 2 yards. Going to be about 2 yards short of the sticks here. Second down and 2 coming up for Hartshorne. I agree, Coach. That had a little time, picked out his receiver, and made a nice play. Handoff goes to Micah Baker, and he's He gets by the first wave, but there's another wave right there at the 20. So we're going to lose a yard or two on the play. 3rd down and 3. Coach Hartshorne's got a few options here if they can keep the defense off of Cervantes like they did on that last pass play. They may be able to get this first down. Frazier in motion across the formation. He fakes it.
He's under a lot of pressure. And incomplete.
That is an incomplete pass, but by the time he made the fake, the defensive end, number 55, and I wish I had that kid's name because he has played a pretty good second half here. He's in the backfield, and Bryson couldn't get away. I'm a little curious what we're going to do here on 4th down, but it's going to have to include getting 55 blocks.
55 blocks and about 5 yards.
Cervantes rolls to his right, and this time it's not 55. This time it's 25 coming off the other edge, and Coach, nobody touched him.
No, that was that throwback pass, but they had it covered, and Baker didn't even see it coming.
Pass is incomplete, so the ball goes over on downs. Hartshorne's drive stalls out at the 20-yard line, so 1st down and 10, Hugo. And now the clock becomes an issue because you got to have the ball 3 times here, and Hugo has the luxury of just needing to take a little time off the clock. King waits the snap here. Takes the handoff, keeps it himself up the middle, makes a nice move. He's going to be out across the 30 up to about the 32. He's going to have a 1st down. So 1st down here for the Buffaloes. Both teams are back at the line of scrimmage.
Pick up of 9 yards that time, or 10. They got a 1st down.
Coach, we're having a tough time getting them on the ground right now.
Number 22, Cameron Cook, ran that one hard up the middle there. The line, there's a snap. Cameron Cook's got it again, 22. And he was pushed out of bounds by Zach Farmer, number 3. Gain of about 3 yards.
Going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Maybe they may bump it back there, Coach. It may be 2 yards. It's going to be at the 44-yard line. So 2nd down and 8 coming up. Hugo's letting the clock run. There's the snap. King keeps it. He breaks a couple of tackles, and we're going to have a tough time getting him on the ground.
We get him, though.
Nice job by Micah Baker to stay hooked up and chase him down. He's going to be inside the 20. Micah didn't give up on the play.
No, he certainly didn't, and he saved the touchdown there.
And that's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Buffaloes. There's the handoff to number 22. Tommy Harden met him behind the line, but
met him hard too. But Cameron Cook also kept his footing, and he advanced it.
Couldn't get him wrapped up there, and that's the difference in a 2-yard loss and a 5-yard gain. So 2nd down and 5 coming up for the Buffaloes. Clock continues to run. Next time they snap the ball, it'll be under 5 minutes left to play. And King is behind the center, hands off to number 22 around the left side.
Got a lot of room, and he's in.
In for the score. Coach, that stretches it out now. It's a 4-possession ball game. And
well, what I'm seeing now is I'm not seeing the fight in the minors that they're supposed to have. The minors usually don't hang their head and give up, and I'm seeing that out there on the field.
Coach, I think
you have a lot of bad luck going your way. It's hard to overcome that kind of adversity.
That's what happens to young teams is they haven't been in this situation before where they've had these kinds of things happen, and they're just it's not something that they're able to deal with right now in a way to keep fighting. 2-point conversion is good. So with 4 minutes, 48 seconds left to play in the ball game, Hugo 30.
37-6.
I think it's actually going to be 33 or 34. 34-6 after the 2-point conversion. Coach, you go back about 5 minutes in this ball game, and it's a 2-possession ball game, and we have an interception. And by the time that interception is over, it is a 3-possession ball game. And you could start to see that belief coming out of halftime was starting to fade on some of these younger players. They just didn't understand how that all happened as quick as it did. But in this game, you got to stay focused on the job at hand, and that was put together a drive of your own and answer.
It'll work.
And Barnett toes it up for the Buffaloes, but we have a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be offsides against Hugo.
It must be real difficult to watch the kicker run up to the ball and kick it and not outrunning.
Well, if they're outrunning number 25, well, this is number 15.
No, this is number 15.
Okay, they're back to the regular kicker then. That's the problem.
The problem is
they're thinking number 25. They're going to have to get hooked up to get down the field, and see now they put him back in. They got 25. If you're offside, you put the faster kicker back in. That's what you do. So here we go. 25 toes it up, kicks away.
Nice kick.
And Timothy Noriega takes it at the 15. Timothy, I like your speed, but I think they've got some too, and they took away his angle there, Coach. He saw the sideline, he just couldn't get to it.
Remember the injured Buffalo, number 5. He's coming off under his own power, limping pretty hard. Yeah, Timothy had to try to get to the edge. They closed it down really quick.
Yeah, they good closing speed there by the Buffaloes. They had a couple of guys out there, so Timothy got to about the 20, down to 28. First down and 10 for him. Handoff goes to Micah Baker. He's going to be brought down at the 34-yard line. And now we got a flag. It looked like a late flag, too. It's not a flag. Flag after the play.
Well, their number 1 has been kind of blocking after the whistle about a second. He's been getting away with it. Looks like he's getting away with this.
And Hugo
can't understand what he did wrong.
I think the Hugo coaching staff was going to explain it to him.
Hugo usually has his discipline.
There's the snap.
Pretty good so far.
Nice catch. Good job by Zach Farmer.
Throw and catch.
Yeah, he's going to be down
Late. Zach Farmer.
real close to the Buffalo 40-yard line. That should be good for a Hartshorne first down and 10.
Again, Preston was comfortable in the pocket that time. There's no play action or anything going on, which is giving him a little bit extra time.
Well, if this ball game, if your Hearts League going to be looking for that handoff, they shouldn't be. So don't even try the play action stuff. Just get on back in the pocket. Let's see if we can get a receiver loose. Pass is intended for Xavier Frazier at the 20. It's going to be just out of his reach. So second down and 10 coming up for Hartshorne. Cervantes rolled to his right there, and he eluded one rusher. Got rid of the ball, but just a little bit long. Second down and 10 coming up. Hartshorne looks to the sideline, gets the signals from Coach James. And the Miners come back to the line of scrimmage. Cervantes takes the snap, looks left, lets it go. Pass is intended for Timothy Noriega. And number 21 there on the defense for Hugo, that's Zan Cook. Nice defense by the Buffalo cornerback there. Third down and 10 coming up for Hartshorne. Coach Locke said earlier, I mean, we need to win here in these last 2 weeks to guarantee our playoff spot. So unless the Hartshorne offense can get in the end zone here pretty quick, Hugo's going to make it really hard to get that win tonight. Pass is intended for number 84, Xavier Frazier. Ball's incomplete to bring up 4th and 10. You know, last week this was the position we were in where we were up with the ball late in the fourth quarter, and we just got to play the clock. Now that's what Hugo's getting to do to us this week.
Right. We're really behind right now. Not having much success in anything we're doing right now because we're trying to make something big happen, and that's not really how this team is designed.
Cervantes drops back, lets it go over the receiver's head on 4th down.
Everybody.
So the ball goes over.
Down in the backfield, though.
Yeah, let's see what this flag is. Holding is the indication against Hartshorne. They're going to decline that for sure. So Hugo's going to take over at their own 41-yard line. They've got the 28-point lead and 3 minutes, 16 seconds left to play. So at this point, they're going to be in a position where they can just run that clock out if they want to. I think we're out of timeouts anyway, so probably see a steady diet of quarterback keep here.
Ball security is what Hugo's going to be looking for here.
Buffaloes bring their offense back onto the field. Miner defense is lined up. First down and 10. Hugo at their own 41-yard line. There's the snap. They do hand it off. Number 1 gets the carry. Hartshorne stacks him up before he gets to midfield, but he's going to have about 7, maybe 8 on the carry. Yeah, they're going to set the ball down at about the 48-yard line. So second down and about 3.
So the whole host of Miners stopped him. I couldn't get any single number
there.
there.
There's a lot of blue shirts there. They just didn't get to him. Quick enough. Play clock's going to be under 10 when they snap it. And quarterback keeps it up the middle. He's going to be up to midfield, and he's met just shy of the first down marker. Nice play by Micah Baker there to come up, and it was Zach Farmer. Was it Zach? Yep, it was Zach over there. Nice job by Zach on
The way that number 10, he's a pretty good-sized quarterback, and he flew backwards about 2 yards after the hit and knocked him down. You would think it was Michael Baker hitting him, but it was Zach Farmer. And Zach weighs about 102 pounds.
third and really, really short here. Quarterback hands off. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Number 25 on the carry.
He didn't get much more than that, but he did get the first down.
He got what he needed. We're under a minute 50 left to play, so really at this point, I think they can take a knee if they want to.
Now if they want to.
Seeing a few different players coming on the field here for Hugo. They may have that exact thing in mind. Let's just not any way to stop the clock. They are at a point in the ball game now they could just run it out. And for some reason, Hugo does not get their player off the field, and they have too many guys, too many men on the field. It's going to cost them 5. The yardage doesn't matter, but I don't know if they were just trying to get some new personnel on or if they were trying to get a certain package in, but somebody didn't get the memo.
They look like they're in formation.
Snap.
He fumbled the snap, but he got back on it.
That'll move the ball back to the Hugo 40. Clock's going to run. Minute 5 left to play with the clock running. They're going to be able to take it down to about 35, 40 seconds left to play in the ball game.
Get a chance to visit our sponsors. Hartshorne Feed and Feed, Santa Fe Agency, Nimrod Dozer Service, and you follow forward.
Definitely appreciate their support of our football players and our athletic department here. There's the snap. That'll take it down under 30 seconds. So by the time they get it set, there will be no need to snap it again. Both teams head towards the middle of the field to shake hands, and the clock continues to run at 12 seconds. So Hugo's going to take the win here tonight from Butler Jennings Field. Coach, this was a tough one to describe. Miners played pretty well.
The score is not what the game was.
You know, you go back to those big plays we talked about at the outset of this one. We said we couldn't let these guys get out in front of us and have to chase them down because that was going to be tough to do. But Hartshorne did an excellent job of keeping them in front of them tonight. The issue that the Miners ran into was the big play.
Yeah, they had several big plays, and we also, we was down there to put our own points on the board and didn't get it done. Excuse me, 99-yard pick-6. And then get an interception, and you fumble down on the return for another touchdown. That's 14 points there.
So it was a 14-point swing for sure. You don't in high school football.
Actually, it was more than that because we was going in to score.
You don't see a 99-yard interception return very often in high school football, but when you're getting ready to go in for the score and you have that happen, that's right there is a 14-point swing.
That's there.
And then on the interception. There in the fourth quarter when it's still a 2-possession game, you get the interception and you're going to have the ball at midfield. And again, you hate to fault a kid like Zach Farmer, who's out here on senior night playing his guts out, makes a great play on the ball, and then as he's on the return, gets kind of held up there at the 50-yard line, gets it stripped, and then they pick it up and run it in for the score. So you go from having the football down to scores to not having the football and down 3.
Right.
So it's just some crazy things happen tonight. If you're Hartshorne, you're going to have to shake this one off because we said coming in we needed to get a win here this last 2 weeks to control our own destiny, and looks like it's going to come down to next week at Heber.
Exactly. And hopefully the Miners can get it done next week.
Well, we're going to take a little break here from Hartshorne. Final score, Hugo 34, Hartshorne 14. So, or 6. I'm sorry, yeah. So I was counting that touchdown. I was counting the touchdown we gave it the 99-yard return on. So you're listening to Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3.
Hartshorne Feed and Seed and Big V Feed are teaming up to support the Miners. Go see the owners Benny and Jennifer Curtis at Hartshorne Feed and Seed, 625 Pennsylvania Avenue for all your pet and livestock needs, as well as a full line of Big V products. Shop local. Your business is greatly appreciated. Go Blue!
Hi, I'm here for Burgess & Burgess CPA as the official new spokesman. For years you have been hearing my sister, but now let me tell you about Burgess & Burgess CPA. They're here for you all year long for tax questions or bookkeeping help. It's Burgess & Burgess CPA in Hugo, Oklahoma. 580-326-5541. BurgessCPA.com. Be sure to tell them Hayes Payne sent you.
You follow Ford, where savings and satisfaction are standard equipment.
Eufaula Ford, serving our community for over 33 years. And as every year, once again, Eufaula Ford, a proud sponsor of the Hartshorne Miners.
Yeah, you follow Ford on Highway 9 and 69. Yeah, you follow Ford.
We're back here in Hartshorne for Miner football on Q Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Coach, tough luck this week against the Buffaloes. Hugo comes in here and takes a district contest from us here in week 9. But like we talked about earlier, we kind of control our own destiny if we can win one of these last 2. And now it's gonna have to come next week down at Heber.
And that's going to be a pretty evenly matched football game just from watching scores on Squirtle. They seem to be the teams that we beat. They beat them by about the same amount of points. So could be a good football game next week.
Well, Coach, what happens this time of the year is you've got a few teams that have a chance to go to the playoffs. You have a few teams that are kind of out of the picture, but next week, Hartshorne still, again, they can control their own destiny. They're just going to have to find a way to finish it out down at Heber. I think Heber ended up losing that ball game to Wilburton tonight, so it's going to drop Heber to 1-7 or 1-8 on the season with a game to play. So they're out of the playoff picture. You hope maybe the fight's gone, but you can't count on that.
No, you can't
count on that.
Wilburton beat them 14-6. And we had a battle with Wilburton last week. So.
Well, and Coach, just like I said, I mean, we have something to play for, and if you're Hevener, maybe you don't have the playoffs to play for, but you can end your season with a win and knocking somebody out of the playoffs. That is your playoff.
Yeah.
So. We can't go down there next week and assume that Hevener's ready for basketball season, because that's just not the way it works in 2A football. So the Miners are going to go into week 10. Playoffs are still out there, but there's some work to do. Want to thank our sponsors again, Hartshorne Feed and Seed, the Santa Fe Agency, and Nimrod Dozer Service. And we want to thank Eufaula Ford. They're the guys that allow us to bring the Miner action to you on Friday nights, and we definitely want to tell those folks that we appreciate their support. Final score from Hartshorne tonight: Miners are going to fall to the Buffaloes. Hartshorne only could come up with 6 tonight, but Hugo found a way to put 34 on the board. And Coach, as we wrap it up here, there were some pretty improbable plays that got us into that situation, but if you go back to about the 9-minute mark of the fourth quarter, Hartshorne's in a 2-possession ball game and get an interception. Looks like we're getting ready to get things headed our direction. And I mean, it went south in a hurry.
I mean, it sure did. unfortunate place for the Miners tonight. Could have went, if it had gone our way, we'd be in the driver's seat. Well, we're going to wrap it up here from Hartshorne. We're going to invite you back next week. We'll be down in Heavener trying to get us a wolf as we can make a push towards the playoffs. So hope you join us next week back here on Pew Country Legends 105.9 and the new 92.3. Final score from Hartshorne, Buffalo 34.
Pew Country Legends 105.9, the new 92.3.
A paid radio group station.
Dozers, backhoes, track hose, dump trucks. Justin Nimrod Dozer Service has them all. Whether you need dirt work, driveways, roads, demolition work, ponds, house pads, timber removal, gravel hauling, septic, Justin Nimrod Dozer Service is